Hey y'all, it's me again, Joey.
Well, ready to let them loose?
Yep, that's it. Let's see if they make us run.
Oh,
Probably so.
yeah, that one tried to get after him, but other than that, what can you expect? I mean, can you blame them? Oh yeah, they're getting after us now. Go, Joey, go!
They mad.
They're mad, buddy. I'm gonna get in the truck. You gotta go back and get your camera.
But also, just get as many as you can off the one next to it. Out.
You gotta move forward.
Do that side again. Y'all ready? Let's get started. Here we are again, Mr. JW.
Hard had that hard at it.
Yeah, look like our Tom done slid off to go find something to munch on.
He flew the coop on us, didn't he?
There he is. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hope everybody over there is doing good. We got a few coming on in here now. Let's see. I know better than this. I start calling names, I'll miss somebody, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Tar Heel, Huckleberry, James, Noel, Clay Bonner, Dennis, and Cheryl. I guess that's how you say that. Maccabees, Russell Ammon, Gunline Bees, and Baker Bees. Get back over here now. Who jumped in while I was calling that out?
Huckleberry. You get him?
Yeah, I got him. Tim and Hannah make that seem so easy. There's Bee Collector Rick in here.
Yeah. Mr. Hogg up there in Canada's on here, Joey.
Yeah.
Dad just hopped on.
Yep.
Well, in the chat.
Okay. How you, Melissa?
I'm doing better. I'm still a little congested, but
Oh, really?
I'm telling you. Here I am, perfectly good shape. I even eat after you down there, and you had it the whole time.
Well, I really, it was Saturday evening after we got back from the dinners when I started feeling bad. And then Tom was stuck in the car with me all day on Sunday, so of course he didn't, miss it. But yeah, I felt better like the last probably 2 or 3 days, just like super, just all in my nasal, and I've sounded a lot worse than what I feel, but it's hard to talk when you're when you get congested like that.
Funny must have got it, except Todd and myself down there, because so far I haven't got it. I hope the incubation period's over now, so I think I'm gonna survive. Go ahead.
My body's always fought a cold pretty good, but it don't fight it off. It just keeps it pushed back for a little while.
Yeah.
And then it hits me, and then it lasts for at least 2 weeks. And for the last 15 years, anytime one gets me, it takes at least 3, maybe 4 weeks to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I watched your video today on your mat stuff.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little tip on easy way to do that. Get your good sharp long-handled knife to cut it with.
That's what I had told Philip or somebody that I needed after the thought.
Yeah.
Get my machete out. Just sit there and
now to break that down, the easy way to do it. I know you wear those Crocs all the time. Just throw that stuff down on the floor or on the ground, and just you can spread it out with them Crocs easier than you can do it with your hand. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I always break mine down like you did ahead of time before I go to the bee yard, and I actually used a little old roller that my wife.
Yeah, when Tom's done it.
It works pretty good too to roll it out, keep it all pretty consistent. It works a lot better.
So when we did it, we had it on the kitchen table, and Tom was measuring out 2 pounds per gallon size bag.
Yeah.
Over 2.5.
Oh, 2.5. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
2.5 pounds. And so then he would fill the bags, and then I'd take it over to the counter and kind of get all the air out of the bag and mush it down and whatnot. So that's kind of how we did it. And then he takes them out to the bee yard like that.
Yeah, I've messed with it quite a bit. Of course, I can put 4 quart bags in my, in my feeders. If I'm so inclined, I can put a pound and a half in a quart bags on that stuff, and works out. It'll make it about almost half an inch thick, which is about right.
That's what I was about to ask, because I did some last year that Matt gave me, and I put them in quart bags. I didn't really weigh it, but it was actually just the right depth.
Yeah.
But I didn't have enough quart bags to even start that, and I wasn't going to run to the store to get them. So.
What do you think fits in a quart bag? Like a pound?
I can get about 1.5 pounds to 7 ounces in a quart bag and get it about a half inch thick when you.
Okay.
That's what I like to
Brad?
because you can control. I sometimes put I've got 3 and 4 pounds in some of my hives right now.
Yeah, I bought a couple of years ago. I bought a ton of gallon size zip bags off of Amazon.
Yeah.
So we have a ton of gallon size bags. It's just easier to use for us since I have them already.
I've been making that doggone
Hi, Randy.
creamed honey for the last 2 days. That's all I've done. I can't keep it. These silly women carry them off my little wagon faster than I can get it put out there and made.
Yeah. They're still coming even in the cold, picking up all that stuff.
Yeah.
Are you putting liquid honey out there too?
Yep.
Is it crystallizing
Nope.
on you being out in the cold, or is it too cold for it to crystallize? It's holding it down.
I don't know. It's not. My honey don't crystallize too bad. I have trouble, even getting it to.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've got the other problem.
Tom said it's not real honey. That's why.
Yep.
No, yeah, I remember you saying that.
I can.
Tom wants to know what kind of corn syrup you're using.
Only guys that are crooks, thinking those in that manner. That's all I can tell you.
Oh man, hi Clay. Hope you're feeling better. I saw you weren't feeling the best either, Clay. Raccoon honey, Tom Mack says.
You older guys are going to become very tough. Your immune system goes down, Clay, when you get a little older. That's the reason I'm so tough. Young, all still.
Oh, this is the second time this winter I've gotten sick, and both times is when I was, around a lot of different people, but I usually don't get sick in the winter either, so this is unusual for me. Last time was worse.
And Randy on here. Thanks for letting me use your seat, Randy. That saved my life a couple times down there at Nobby. I go down there and back there and hide out with him, sit down in his seat.
I wonder where he disappeared to.
They had him running around a lot.
Yeah.
I guess
him and we're on cookie duty 2 or 3 trips. They were running out of cookies.
That's crazy. What was crazy is Chris saying the other day that with the creamer that they would limit the amount of creamer that they could buy. So they had to like
Yeah, go
make
just-
a creamer pickup route so they could get enough creamer to the like that. I
That
wonder
was
why
Wal-
that is.
that was
That's just,
Walmart doing that.
that's so weird.
They had to make a Walmart route to different stores because they couldn't get it.
Really?
Next year,
I
if
didn't
you
know that. Maybe we ought to just bring some creamer with us when we.
well, that's what I was saying. Like next year, if you plan on drinking coffee, bring your own creamer. BYOC.
I always bring some honey to put out there.
Uh-huh.
Well, we'll just bring a big can of creamer from Sam's.
I know. That's so weird. I've been drinking hot tea and honey, Larimore, and not that my throat hurts. It's just congestion all in my sinuses right now.
Well, Melissa, you probably heard me talking about this just a couple of lives ago. Years ago on another forum, somebody had found, I guess, their grandfather's old doctor script for a cold and a cough. It was like a teaspoon of lemon juice, teaspoon of honey, and a teaspoon of whiskey. And my oldest son's a pharmacist, so I took a picture of it and sent it to him. He said, "Yeah, that works real good, but a quarter cup of everything works even better."
I tell you what, the last time I had whiskey was my 40th birthday, and it was not pleasant. And that was a minute ago.
You got to learn to not OD on that stuff.
Uh,
Can't be a hog about it.
it was not
That's
pleasant.
good.
That's cool.
I hate I missed the Highs for Heroes picture.
I missed them all. Kind of intentional on my part. I don't know if I want to be associated with you guys or not.
Yeah.
It's a little below my dignity, some of them.
We're below your standards.
Yeah.
What's Mark asking? Let's see. Get it bigger where I can read it.
Come on in here and we'll fuss in public here. Mr. Hogg.
That's a good question for y'all to answer, Melissa, because I don't have cream.
So number one, it depends now. What creamer are you looking at? What creamer are you wanting to buy? Because there's a few of them on the market now. There's Hilco's, Jed Thorne has one, and then that Cream Pal one that Brian Zavada he bought that one too. And they're all different price points.
Lyson, Shenandoah.
Lyson Shenandoah has one. Now, I will say, when we bought Hilco's, we paid for that with the first batch of honey that we ran through it. So, it was like 120 pounds of creamed honey that we ended up making. So that paid for itself with the first batch of creamed honey we made. Now, this one that we bought from Jed Thorne is a bit more expensive, but 2 times or more. So it's going to take a little bit longer to pay that one off. But it depends on how much you move and which creamer you go for.
Y'all got one of the newer ones he had sitting out there?
Yeah, so we ordered one of Jed's.
I like those scraper blades he's got on the side.
Yeah, that's kind of what sold us. Our plan, and now because I use the dice method, so I heat my honey before I use it in my creamer, and I was always heating it on my stove up here. Now I don't have to. I can just pour it straight into the creamer. And our plan right now is to heat it in the Thorne creamer to the appropriate temperature for dice. And then if we're just making plain creamed honey, we'll add the seed to that and bottle it out of that tank. If we're going to make flavored creamed honey, then we'll take that and pump it into the Hilco creamer that we have and make the flavors in the Hilco creamer.
Let's go.
I just ordered some flavor in it just before we came on.
Yeah, I looked at Bill's creamers too. They were nice looking creamers. He sold out.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He sold every stainless thing he had.
What did he say? He sold out of everything, but he came home with more than he went to Nabi with, because he basically bought product for his store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still using the KitchenAid. I can't afford all that poor boy.
Whatever.
Operation stuff.
Whatever. Big Mike's out pushing snow, 5 inches. Woo. Out plowing the dusting to 1 inch, but they called for looks to be
For
about
about 5 inches.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Mike Menino, yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
JW, did you get any snow
I
today?
got a half inch flurry. I'm putting little flurries, but I've got about a half inch accumulation on the ground. So
Yeah, that's what caught my eye, that heavy duty gearbox sitting on top of those creamers Bill had.
I've got to make a trip up there. Is Thorne coming to Madison? Did Jed say? I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, he's coming to Madison. I think, Tom, didn't Jed say he was coming to Madison? Because I think that's what we talked about. If he has ours ready by then, we'll just get it from him in Madison.
I'm going to drive up there, I guess. I just left him my card, and I think I'm going to get a different wax dipper. I've built 2, and I like the looks of his. I'm going to try one of them, I guess.
Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed the dinner. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you what, y'all got just a little over 350 something days to get prepared to outdo yourself, because that's going to be hard to top. That was good. That was not only was it a good dinner, it's a good meetup. That's what I liked about it.
Well, as soon as they announce, as soon as they announce Nabi for next year, then we can start reserving a space and deciding if we want to stick with pizza or try something else, or, again, depending on what's raised, to do the dinner. All starts there.
I hope we have all the good desserts too. Like John Mitchell with Westcliff brought some cookies and some cupcakes, which were good. And then the oh gosh, I forget his name.
Clancy.
Yeah.
With the pretzels. They brought
the pretzels. I love pretzels. Gosh, they're good.
Those pretzels are.
We actually threw some in a bag and took some of those with us. And I'm like, that's what I had for breakfast one day when we went into Nabia. I just took it and rolled it up in a paper towel and threw it in the backpack. And then I pulled it out later on about mid-morning and then chewed on like part of a pretzel.
Like I brought a bottle of the mustard home.
Oh yeah. He also had a bunch of mustard bottles that he had brought there too for the pretzels.
It was good stuff.
I'm not a mustard guy on the pretzel, but I'd do like a nacho cheese.
I would probably like that. I like mustard.
Mustard, yeah. Melissa loves mustard.
Well, I tell you, the girl don't come by and buy much since I retired. Came by after I got back home when I retired, and she bought several big jars of honey and some couple of squeeze bottles and what little creamed honey I had. But she worked at the prison with me, and she bought creamed honey from me all the time. And she'd sit there watching TV. She said, nobody else eats out of my creamed honey jar. And she was sit there dipping those pretzels in her creamed honey, eating those pretzels while she'd watch TV.
Huh. Dad used the bucket and drill mixer, he said.
I know a couple of people Greg Don still does that. He'll make it up when he's got time to hang around the house a little while and just hit it every few hours. Mix it up.
Oh, Charlie took Brad's honey home from the honey bar.
Mm.
When we were walking out, whatever honey was left, they said like for whatever donation you wanted to give, you could take jars of honey home.
My favorite honey, Joey, was the South Dakota sweet clover. That stuff was amazing. It tasted.
I've always heard it was good.
So what was weird is it tasted like it had just a little bit of cinnamon in it, very sweet, and the backside almost tasted buttery. It was good.
Huh.
It was good. I did try Brad's. I liked it. If I'm being really honest, it wasn't my favorite. And if I'm being really honest with Ian's, and not to be offensive, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was, my own personal thought is it was not good to me. I did not like it whatsoever. I don't know. That just goes to show you that everybody's palate is different and everybody likes certain things and you don't, you know? And I know that Ian's and Brad's are different nectar sources.
I'm going to run and get a honey out of the house. I thought I'd already brought it in here. I don't see it. I wanted to show y'all the color.
Joey, don't be running around. You're allowed to have that big one now. You take it easy going up there and back.
I'll walk slow.
Okay. I'm sure Mr. Sossman can carry on conversation.
Nope, you're gonna handle this. You're just gonna take over. Just go right for it, buddy.
We're gonna sit here in silence for 10 minutes.
No, we're not. Take over. Go for it. People drop in the comments. Would you rather hear JW say a few words than myself? Just drop in the comments for us.
Thank you very much. No, I finished up another dozen feeder shims today for next year, and then I'm going to. I've got 3 batches of creamed honey going right now. I've got mine cut down to. I'm only going to do 3 flavors. I've got it all cut down. Finally, I'm going to do lemon, blackberry, and cinnamon. Just 3. That's what the people seem to like, so that's what I'm going to go with. I've been experimenting with different flavors, but I had one order for strawberries, so I don't know where I'll try to mess with that or not.
Yeah.
So
I definitely like the cinnamon and vanilla. Those are 2 that I
vanilla.
Really, yeah, I do enjoy that.
I've never tried to make the vanilla. I'm just making about 6 or 7 pound batches at a time in my. I'm just using KitchenAids.
Mm-hmm. It's not tearing them up, is it?
What, tearing up the KitchenAids?
Yeah.
No, I haven't had any trouble yet. I'm just using dough hooks on them. That works the best. Keeps it from accumulating air bubbles in it. The dough hooks will, where that is your standard, mixer deals on those KitchenAids will make them have air bubbles in it.
Yeah. And that was always our fear.
Yeah.
I just didn't stay on the shelf.
I'm not gonna buy a creamer, I don't think, unless I can buy a used one off of somebody or something, because I just don't like it that well. I mean,
that's a light color, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. That's beautiful. Is that sweet clover?
No, Chris Chadwick, ECPBs, he gave me that, and he says that it's pumpkin honey.
Huh. I've never had that before.
he was telling me that somebody up there near him wanted some bees on pumpkin honey, and he had talked to a few people, and they said you're not going to make a lot of honey, but they do go after the pollen. But he didn't get a whole lot. I forgot it how much he said he got, but he gave that to me, and there's one or two up there that's close to that, but that's about as clear as I've ever seen. Kind of a yellow clear.
Yeah. So I just posted that comment up there that Brad said. He said that's exactly what the sweet clover looks like too, and I agree with him. As according to what I tasted, and seen there at Nobby. At first, I was asking a question, then somebody else put on there. They put a piece of tape on it and it said sweet clover or something. I'm like, that stuff's amazing. I guess I've never gotten any sweet clover in any of mine, even though we do have some sweet clover around us. I don't know that we have that much, but
Yeah, it's probably different in different regions too.
I can imagine it would be. I would absolutely throw bees on some sweet clover if I found it. Just like, I tried to last year putting out there in Facebook for anybody that was semi-local to me and said, hey, if anybody has any sunflower patches or whatever, I mean, obviously not just, a little bit. I'm talking like, a handful of acres of sunflowers. I would have loved to drop bees on them for a while, not specifically for the nectar, but the pollen was what I was particularly looking for, but just not having to feed them. Keeping the colony health up was my goal.
Some of my black locust is that light too. It's almost clear. Some of mine is. You get it early in the season when it first comes on. It'll be real clear.
What is that? Locust?
Yeah, black locust.
Do we have JW? Do we have any what he's calling fireweed, which I'm sure is just a common term? Okay, I don't know that I ever heard that before.
It's not in this part of the country anyway.
Yeah.
Brad, I think that's the reason my honey's isn't bad about crystallizing is because I've got a lot of legume influence in a lot of my honey, but we don't have anything big enough, in my opinion, that you can say it's any particular type of honey, because there's just too many smaller fields. We don't have any of those, 3-section, like the canola fields up there in the sunflower season. Some of them cover 2 or 3 sections.
Yeah.
Then you can say you got canola honey or sunflower, but down here we got too much mixture of forage to say anything really makes a you could really say that anything is a particular honey. I don't think. That's just my opinion.
I guess I need to try to learn more about the plants that grow around here. I just never was interested in them when I was younger. And
well, you like me. My daddy kept bees, but I was always more interested in the birds and the bees than I was bees back when I should be learned something. Yeah.
Green honey. This thing here says fireweed is a tall, snowy wildflower that goes from sea level to, I can't even see that word, subalpine zone, wherever that is. That don't tell me much.
That's high country stuff. They're saying grows from sea level. Must be close to the high country in California or something.
Yeah.
It's not. They don't grow on out in our flatland stuff.
Brian's asking how our meeting went. our Washington Parish Beekeepers meeting here at home. It went very well. We had a good time. Me and Jeff Harchoff did the talking about setting up swarm boxes and catching swarms. But right after we got there, me and Mike and Jeff had went to eat, and then we left there and got to the building early. Right after we got there, Randy McCaffrey come popping in and howdied with him. And before we could get through howdy with him, old Jimmy and Sharon from Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees,
Yeah.
they come popping in the door. That was a big surprise.
I think
he was supposed to.
New Orleans, doesn't it, Joey? Did you mention that?
What's that?
I think Jimmy's wife, what's her name? Sharon, is it?
Sharon, yeah. Kentwood, that's not very far from me, about 45-minute drive, I think.
I think she's got family around the New Orleans area there someplace.
But
I've talked to them quite extensively. They always usually come out to Greg Burns when they have them gatherings out there. That's where I originally met him. That's been 3 or 4 years ago now.
yeah, that was a pleasant surprise to see them walk in the door.
Uh-huh.
So what area are they from then?
Where they live?
Yeah.
They're in Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia coast.
Come on.
Good.
So here we go.
We're there. All right, here we go. Hello. How y'all doing?
All right, how y'all doing?
Hello. We're going to talk about
We
the
got
bee cat.
one bee expert and two not
Two
bee
not bee experts.
That's my brother.
And this is all random.
Yeah.
Right here.
This is his,
Random.
this is his friend. Okay.
Good to meet y'all.
Hey,
We're at the Lake Brewing Country Club. Hold on there. That's my sister right there.
Yeah.
We are live.
All the way there.
We're also being recorded. You can see it on the internet.
I'm
And you can say I'm the better looking brother. I mean,
The better looking.
going live.
I like that man behind you's haircut. He's got a good haircut.
Joey said I like your haircut.
Oh, I
I
got it.
like the haircut.
All right, you can mute me anytime, Joey. I understand. It's kind of crazy over here.
My brother.
I want to know what those fine folks are doing hanging out with a guy like you.
How much do you have to pay him to hang out with you, Pete?
All of it. Go back over here. He's out partying tonight, I think, Joey.
Huh?
He's out partying tonight, I think.
Yeah.
You pick your friends, it's hard to pick your aldies, you know. They're probably just stuck with RTX, don't you think? Mhm.
Where is he at?
He said he was at the country club, is what he said. Yeah, I don't think he could hear us.
He's over at his mom's place. That's what
I
he
feel like
said.
he's got some bourbon in that cup.
Is he at a wedding in a country club or just hanging out? Is he that bougie? He just hangs out at country clubs for the fun of it.
He's bougie.
He's bougie.
Uh-huh.
Bougie Philip.
That's right.
Grant's got a picture.
I
Fire weed.
walked outside, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. She said, she said, you're a beekeeper. I said, yeah, I'm watching this beekeeping live right now. I said, you want to go on? She's like, yeah. I think she's had a little bit to drink. You can't tell. I said, yeah, Joey will probably kick me off his show for good after this.
Nice
Oh,
shot.
hey, that definitely wouldn't be the reason. There'd be other ones.
It liven things up.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll tell them they can go onto YouTube and watch themselves later.
There you go. That'll entertain her.
How y'all doing?
Doing better.
As
I
old
snuck
boy
down here.
church with said I was better, but I got over it.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I was down at mom. She went to bed, and so I brought my sister some food down here and having one little brown water drink while I'm here.
There you go.
Kind of look like bourbon to me.
Yeah.
JW's favorite.
It looks very similar. Yeah. Just need a little honey to put in it, JW.
I don't think so. Not for me.
Mhm.
What'd you say the temperature was there, Philip?
I'd say it's probably 50 or 40 to 50, somewhere in there.
So it's
Is
fairly
that
warm.
low? Would that,
Get
would
cold.
It's kind of breezy. It's cold for us. We're not used to that. But it's going to get down to mid 20s overnight.
It's 14 degrees here right now, so it's cold.
It's supposed to be what, Tom?
Right now, here at our house, it's 14 degrees, which is cold for us.
Oh,
I've got 19.
oh, this man out here is telling me it's 27 in the morning. I think that's about 20, somewhere around that back in my house too.
27 is tolerable. 14 is not.
We got Sunday and Monday, and then it's supposed to warm back up out here, Tom. Or well,
Yeah.
for you too. You know,
I think so. You and I have pretty much the same thing.
Tuesday.
15 degrees. Same thing.
Right now, it feels warmer outside than it has all day.
Mm-hmm.
When I walked back to the house a few minutes ago, but it's supposed to get down to 29 for about 1 hour in the morning, and then go back up, and then Monday morning it's supposed to get in the 20, 28,
Order honey to my mom's house tomorrow.
29, somewhere like that.
What's up? Minus 17 F on here.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Koopman. Poor old Russell. You're going to have to put on some weight, Russell, if you're going to stand that minus 17. You're going to have to go on my diet. Get you a little more insulation on those bones, Russell.
Yeah, I moved all but I guess 3 colonies from my house out to Crossroads Thursday, I think. So yeah, we're almost bee free at my house.
Emergency.
Everybody hit the storm shelters, the fallout shelters.
Warning.
Yes, how are you?
I wonder what kind of, I never thought about this, but if he sets like different ringtones for people, what do you think his ringtones for me would be? Something derogatory, you think? I bet it would be.
That one there must have been an emergency.
I think so.
Well, Brad said time for JW's pills.
With as ornery as that man is, I bet you he doesn't take one single pill for anything.
Probably not.
You know that?
Yeah.
That's the truth. Russell.
I think so.
You know what? I'm not going to ask, and I hope he doesn't tell Russell K.
What did Russell say? Let me find him.
Right down below where it's highlighted.
It's a little blue pill.
Talking about pills.
Eats a stink bug is what
Just
I
stink
said.
alarm. Maybe that's it.
That's for sure it.
Look who popped in.
Lee.
What's up, Lee, man?
Hey,
He
Lee.
needs to pop on here so we can see his face.
Yeah, he hadn't been live in a while, has he?
I know, right?
We need proof of life. We don't know that's not somebody else.
Exactly.
He might have got hacked.
That's right.
Right.
I mean, that computer system he has there in his house, I bet you'd probably run the whole country. Thing probably pulls out of 8 power grids across the nation. You know how big that thing is.
Yeah, I think a star will see it.
I always called it his tower of power.
Tom's just waiting for one of the boys to move out so he can mimic Lee's room there.
No, I don't need to do all that jazz. It would be nice to have I mean, we have a laptop, but a couple of them, but it'd be nice to have. I probably don't know if I would do a desktop, but you could actually have a couple monitors in there you could hook a laptop up to, so you can do a couple screens. That could be convenient. Hey, Lee, how's your mother doing? She doing all right? Hey, Philip, if you're home, I'd tell you go out there and get in the bee boxes and see what they look like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not at home, and also I still got one hive that's got a good many bees in it, but the other two, one of them's a nuke, and the other one I think is about to crash. So
Uh-oh.
I was afraid I didn't move it. I didn't feel like moving one. It was probably going to die anyway. But
See, Todd's in here.
yeah, it's going to be tough not having bees to walk out and hang out with every day.
So, are you down near your mother's house, Philip?
Yeah, I'm about a mile down the road. It's a country club. That was a country club bar. My sister, Penn's bar here, I guess, kind of keeps it open. She tried to retire, but she couldn't stay retired. She was going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Retirement's not for everybody.
Yeah, she retired from the post office.
Todd's eating steak. Do y'all know that I told you I wouldn't eat breakfast till later in the evening after we went to that restaurant? What do you call it?
The hibachi restaurant?
The hibachi. I got up and drank coffee that morning. We left the hotel about 4:45ish, 4:30, somewhere in there.
In the morning?
That morning.
Oh, did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, I was planning. I told my wife I'm getting up at 4. If you want to go with me, you better get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I didn't fill the tanks up on the car on purpose, and we stopped and filled up and got another coffee and a drink. And just in case I did get hungry while we was driving, I got a honey bun.
Mm-hmm.
And we drove on in. I never did eat nothing till a little snack later that night. I just wasn't hungry all day Sunday.
I get like that too, where you either preoccupied with something or you get busy or whatever it might be and you just don't eat anything.
Well, we eat so much, I didn't see no way for me to get hungry.
You filled up on all the rice and steak and chicken.
I left a lot of that rice alone, but I did eat the steak and the shrimp and a little bit of the chicken.
Mm-hmm. Well, you go to those hibachi places and the way they serve you in cycles like that, like I'm usually full by the time that I finally get to the steak and chicken.
Take that home.
That's okay. Yeah, usually it's taken home. DC has a question here. Nope. Not that one.
Go up.
I missed it. Moved on me. Hold on. Let's try again.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. Noah and I split an entree and got a couple of appetizers and still took home food.
Hey, DC, the question that you have, whose bottling tank is that? Hilco's? I guess it really doesn't matter because I still don't know the answer, but I could make an assumption of what it is. A 7-gallon heated bottling tank. I would likely say it's not going to take. If it's only a 7-gallon heated bottling tank, I doubt it'd take 4 gallons of water. Probably wouldn't take half that, but I don't know that for a fact.
Got one of those. I think it does take over 3.
19-gallon
For a 7-gallon?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think it did.
Wow.
If it's Hilco's, that wall is pretty thick.
Yeah, it's like 1.5 inches thick.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what I've put before in my heated.
Oh, here, Tar
tanks.
Heel. Did you see Tar Heel's answer?
My 7. Okay, there you go.
Oh, he used mineral oil.
4.5.
So, Randy, I have a question for you actually in that regard. So, I've only used distilled water in mine, but obviously you have to replace it because it will evaporate. My question to you is, how long have you had that filled? Has it been, more than a week or two? And then also, if the answer is yes, does mineral oil actually evaporate, or does it do it at a much slower rate? Because that could be something that we would consider doing.
That's a good question.
Clay says cooking oil in his.
I know that. I wish they would put that little relief or filler valve or whatever not over the valve that you fill your honey bottles with, because when you put water in it and it starts heating up, that water expands. It'll start dripping. It'll drip right down on your valve. I wish they'd moved that over, but on the Hillco model, but it's right above it, so it drips down on your valve. And if you're bottling honey, it could potentially drip into your honey.
So here's another thing I wish that they would do or come up with, and I know Max Ant has one. I don't know who they're sourcing it through, because I seriously doubt they're building it. It's basically a little short piece of, I don't know if I would use the term heat tape, but for lack of a better term, they have like a little strip that you can put around the valve itself, and to keep it warm, because otherwise you get crystallization in there potentially. Somebody needs to come up with one of those that's cost effective would be my point I'm trying to make here. Something that you can change the temperature on it. Maybe you can heat it to, I don't know, 105, 110, or even, for instance, like on Melissa's tank that she uses for her wax, if you could have something that would heat up to 150, the wax would not solidify there in that little bitty quarter turn valve, which is kind of a pain. It got me thinking again when I seen Bruce Jenny's video the other day when he was for doing wax. It's always a pain. You always have to deal with that, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Brad, it's legit. We have all these fancy other things and stuff. Why doesn't somebody come out with one that's, I will say, affordable? And because again, Max Ant has one, and the thing's like crazy expensive. It was like a few $100 or something. I should look it up again. It was just silly expensive, and I'm like, there's no way it costs that much to manufacture this thing. It doesn't seem that difficult to do, but you don't need some long big heat tape that's 6 feet long. You just need something to wrap around a valve. So I don't even know what that would mean. 10, 12 inches at best.
Yeah, James Noel pointed out you can unstick those valves, or at least the wax ones, with a heat gun.
Yeah, you can. I'm just thinking of something you don't have to hold up there and heat up. Something that just stays heated to where it stays liquid. There you go. So
yeah, it doesn't get that cold in my room, but if I don't bottle for a while, first thing I do is bring all my bottles that's in my kitchen when I'm going to get ready to bottle, and I'll fill my bottles up first before I bottle anything I'm going to sell. It gets all that out. Mark mentioned here that he thought he heard John say something in one of his videos about the distilled water. I think that's what he's referring to.
I would not put tap water in mine, just because that's going to leave a lot of calcium.
But I think when John said that, I think he said that backwards. Now, I was going to ask him about that, and it just totally left my mind. Never thought about it again. But he said in that video, he said he don't recommend using distilled water because of corrosion. But I think he said it backwards. I don't know. I know if you use tap water, you're going to get a lot of chemicals, minerals and everything that build up in there. It'll look just like the bottom of a water heater. If y'all have ever cleaned the water heater out, you'll know.
Hey, Joey, check this out. So this is actually, this is on Rossman Apiaries.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, someone's trying to message me. But this is the valve heater that I'm referring to that Max Ant sells. It's very simple, but here, look at this. Max Ant valve heater. Look at the price.
Yeah, it ain't worth that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if it was reasonable, I would absolutely buy that. But there's no way I'm paying $250 for it.
Yeah.
The only way you go get them where they want, or where they're gonna not drip a little bit, in my opinion, is if you heat them.
Brad was saying,
why are you having a problem with your honey crystallizing in your valve?
Well, I'm just saying it'll happen. It absolutely will happen. I mean, Charlie, just like we talked about before, some honeys will crystallize faster than others,
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is, are you turning your tank on and off?
No, it stays on all the time. But
Ours
but
doesn't our honey doesn't really crystallize in it. It
It
gets
will.
gummy. Yeah.
it will absolutely. So when and if you don't use it for a couple days or whatever, anybody ever try to work that no drip valve on the max scent?
Yeah.
It gets sticky. You kind of have to work it just a little bit.
Did you grease it?
What's that?
Did you grease it?
I have greased it. I haven't greased it recently, but once you work it just a few times, it loosens up. And I'm certain that's probably the honey that's starting to kind of solidify inside there. And I have had it before where you got a little bit out and it started being like a little bit of a light granulation in there.
Yeah, I had that problem, but my problem was I needed to grease it. And I got my grease in there, and that solved that problem. And then I have to agree with you where when you first pull the handle down, you know, even though I keep mine hot too all the time. It doesn't have a hard pull to it, but it's, like you say, it's not smooth. I'll say quite as smooth.
Well, and then when you go to close it, when you release the handle, it doesn't close right away. There, it keeps
it'll
going.
try to drip. So you kind of have to use a bigger.
The pin don't go all the way down.
It'll hang up a little bit. You know, so I mean, you can if you want to. I could probably, if I drained it all the way down, which I typically don't do, drain it all the way down and then tip it back so nothing drips out. You can take it all apart and clean it up. I mean, you can do that, but I mean, I don't know. If I'm being honest, who wants to do that?
But I will have to say that only happens on our light honey tank. It doesn't happen so much on the darker honey tank.
Not as bad.
Right, but it's really bad on the light honey tank, which our light honey crystallizes a lot faster than our darker honey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as the water, I put distilled water in mine.
Yeah, same.
Everybody talks about it, you know, vaporizing off, I'll say. I don't see that at all.
Oh, you don't?
No, I mean, I'm keeping mine around 80 to 80 or 82 to 92 degrees is what my range is.
That's where mine stays.
You mean your water jacket?
I've got a gallon sitting here to do that, but I haven't filled it in a year or more.
Oh, mine will go down about a quarter or so a month if you keep it. I keep it about 87 on mine.
Yeah. I would say the same, JW. Probably.
Ours goes down a little, but not much.
Yeah.
That's because you guys in Texas are cooler.
Depends on
Mine's at 80 right now. I've been thinking about turning it off. We hadn't used it in a month.
You haven't filled bottles every week?
No.
At the field port, if you'll take like a little rag and set in there, it won't evaporate as fast.
Well, see, I do that. I have like a old washcloth or whatever that I had, or a new one in there, and I stuff it in there. So I don't want any bugs, like a stink bug or something going down in there. So I that hole is plugged up.
Everyone likes the stink bugs.
Yeah, them stink bugs, they make it better. You know, try that.
It gives a little more protein, but
I'd sell stink bug honey out here, Charlie.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
God says it's a cure for everything.
Yeah.
Well, I think if Todd said it's the same as Viagra, you just eat one of them.
Hey, Charlie, if you think about it, JW was eating stink bugs and he's the one that didn't get sick. So
I didn't come on with the bug like you guys did so far anyway. I may get it. I may have to eat crow on that, but I think my incubation period surely over in a week. If I was going to get it, I'd had it.
Look who's on.
Oh,
JW. Look who it is.
Did you bring any steak with you, Todd?
What's that?
Did you bring any steak with you?
Oh, he's there. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Right, it's down in.
Oh, buddy. Hey, this is PG, buddy. This is PG.
Well, I have three things to say. First of all, thank you, Joey, for the ride to the airport. And JW, go Rams, and the Bears suck. That's all I got to say about that.
The Rams left St. Louis. Heck with the Rams.
Anybody that plays the Bears, I'm always rooting for.
They've left better places than St. Louis, that's for sure.
Well, Todd, that was about the easiest trip to an airport I've ever done.
I know.
Man, try going into New Orleans like that. It is a mess.
Yeah.
They got that one easy. Of course, it's small, I guess.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Apparently, I had another bottle of honey in my backpack that I didn't fish out the night before. They pulled me off. TSA pulled me off out of line and said, "Is this your backpack?" And I said, "Yes." And
what JW put in it?
The first thing the lady said to me was, "Were you at that honey show?" And I said, "Yes, I was." And she pulled out an 8-ounce straw. I don't even know whose honey it was. And I said, "Well, can you donate it to like?" Well, first of all, I said, "Take it home. You know, it's good honey." And she said, "Wow, we can't do that because you might have contaminated it." I said, "The safety seal's right on it right now." No. Then she said, "Well, we can't do that." And I said, "Well, can you give it away to like a homeless shelter or a food bank?" "No, because it's against the regulations and we have to throw it away." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I think they burned it.
What's their problem about taking a little bit of honey on the?
They got you, Todd. They saw you coming because they got alerted by Walmart that you were coming.
You should have opened it up and flipped it up and said, "There, I'm not dead. Here you go."
My guess is if they take it, then they're going to start getting people saying, "Oh, they're just confiscating things so they can have them."
And that's exactly right, and that's what they do too. That's just a cover. When you walk out the door, you probably stuck it in their pocket.
I bet you they still got it.
Yeah. I bet you the boss has it on his desk.
Yeah. Yeah, they got plenty of pocket knives and stuff like that there.
So if you had a bottle of, let's say, mouthwash, are they going to confiscate that too?
If it's above 3 ounces,
They will. If it's liquid,
Yeah.
Certainly will.
3 ounces of liquid is all you can have.
That's right.
But what doesn't make sense is you could have 20 3-ounce bottles though, but each bottle can only be 3 ounces. So it really makes no sense whatsoever.
They don't need your fresh breath on that airplane, Charlie.
Yeah, that's the worst, is sitting on the airplane next to somebody that has horrible breath or BO. Good Lord.
Boy, I had JW going on a text about that. Man, I was watching the football game. Packers are my team. It was 21-3 at halftime. I was sitting in the plane with the biggest smile on my face until they started playing the second half, and then that was that.
Yeah, that's it.
We're
going to pick on this California guy.
This is the real reason.
JW texted something about being super angry and mad as he's ever been and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, get over it. And then the tables turned.
There was a time when there were a little bit more generosity at those airports, because I used to wear, when I was working in the construction electrical trade, I had a big knife on my belt. It was like 4-inch, 5-inch blade on it. And I still had that thing on my hip when I hit that airport. And they told me I couldn't take it on board. Said, did you have a check-in bag or, a suitcase? And I said, yes. And they actually took the knife and went and got my bag and put it in it. And it was there when I landed in New Orleans. Huh. Those days are over with.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell one story real quick. It was in the 90s. And speaking of people with BO, I'm sitting on Southwest Airlines about to fly down to New Orleans. And they're packing them in there. And this man got on there. He was like 6'8". He went about 350. And I'm sitting there against the window, and there's one empty seat there. It might have been 2 or 3, and I'm like, no, please, no, please, no. He dropped down in that seat next to me, and it was just like shoved up against the window. And he had a little bit of BO going, or a good bit of BO going. But then he struck up a conversation with me, and it turned out he was flying into New Orleans, coming through Dallas from Hawaii. And his son, who's by the name, Joey, you may recognize his name, is Naoli, was his son. He played guard for the Saints. He was the #1 draft pick out of Colorado. And he talked to me the whole time He didn't talk about his son. He talked about he was excited to go see his son because he got his first grandchild he was going to see. Nicest man I ever met. We talked the whole way. But so yeah, sometimes those big smelly fellows are worth the plane ride. I know he was. He was really. He talked about how they had watched the Saints. He went to a bar in Hawaii and they watched. That's back when Willie Roaf was the big star for the Saints, and he talked about Willie would go to the Pro Bowl every year in Hawaii and come over and visit with him and stuff like that.
So what you're saying is he stunk and he gave you a boring conversation? It
was great conversation. It was great conversation.
Who won?
Super nice fellow.
Todd.
Sir,
Did
Who
DC
won the
make
Denver-
it to Nobby?
Denver and Bills. It was a
DC didn't make it.
overtime. I don't know who won it.
what? Oh, the Bills. The Bills lost.
Brian
Bills lost
Zavato.
or won.
I
You know
love
that-
vending machine airport honey Brian Zavada.
No, it's poking
That Bills. Josh Allen grew up right just down the road from here. He wanted to go to Fresno State, but the coach at the time didn't recruit him. He was an idiot.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, Brian? How was your kid's birthday, man? Y'all had fun at the Mexican place, I see.
All right, Joey, I'm gonna get off of here and go back in there and talk to them for a minute, and then get on back home and listen. I'm still gonna listen to you guys, so don't talk about me too bad.
Hey, Philip.
Yeah.
Make wise choices, buddy.
Oh gosh, don't have to worry about me, my friend.
Hey, that's what I tell the boys every time they leave the house. Make good choices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it was if that was Noah, he needs that conversation because he's like I was in my 20s.
Noah
Hey,
seems
Philip,
to be
after
pretty
I showed
responsible
the
kid.
swarm boxes the other night in the meeting,
Uh-huh.
and the removals that I always had to do on the bottom, and then I
Right.
pulled your box up there and showed them how to solve that problem. Everybody thought that was a good idea.
Good. I didn't see it in any of the pictures online, but yeah, I was hoping you got a chance to go over it. I hope they took pictures and measured it and all that stuff. But looked like y'all had a whole lot of speakers, so you probably didn't get a whole lot of time, did you?
Well, Jeff talked, then I talked, and then Randy talked.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's an all-star lineup.
You can't have the dirt rooster there and not invite him to talk. You know what I mean?
I don't know how any of you got a word in edgewise with Jeff there.
I don't know if you heard me, but Jimmy and Sharon was there.
Yeah, no, I saw the pictures. Yeah, Randy posted their pictures. That was pretty cool. That's a pretty good drive for them, wasn't it?
Yeah, all night.
Did they come straight from their house, or was Sharon visiting her folks in Baton Rouge?
Well, she visited her folks in Kentwood.
Oh, Kentwood. That's what.
They came to our meeting first, and then went there the next day.
Okay, so it was kind of on their way. That's good.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty big. I don't even know if those folks in Franklinton knew what they had there, man, with all these YouTube stars. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was standing room only again.
That's good.
Was it at the same place that we went to?
Yep.
Is that where?
Yep.
Hey, Brown and Lee, we missed you at Nobby.
I did
use
too.
that coffee now, Lee.
All right. I'll be listening to y'all. We'll see you later.
All right.
Yeah, Philip.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, I saw one of those electric trucks out the parking lot. I said, Brian's truck. And I walked over there, and it
There was
wasn't.
two out there at different times I seen.
Yeah.
Brian wasn't there, I guess. I never seen if he was.
I saw that. I thought he was here or there.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I went out and poked around at the farm, and I was shocked at what I saw. Well, first of all, the weather here, it's been cold and foggy. You can't even see across the street here in the morning, and right now it's fogged in. But it clears up and it gets real nice in the afternoon, and so there was a lot of bee flight today. And
look under these shirts. I swear I saw them on the table here.
And everything's blooming over there. The farm has a couple of Japanese plums that always bloom somewhere around Valentine's Day, and they're already blooming. And then there's a henbit on the ground going, and so I'm just like, oh, this is way too early this year.
Silence.
Yeah, you got nothing to say about that?
Well, I was just thinking that there's a few people around here talking about some stuff budding or coming on already. And with the kind of weather we're having, I'm wondering how, seems like it would slow it down some.
Yeah.
The only thing around here is somebody local posted a picture of witch hazels about ready to open up. So that's the only thing we've got blooming soon here.
Matt sent me a picture of some red maple blooming.
Oh yeah.
It's going to get burnt. I can tell him that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's too early.
Yeah.
There's Matt. Hey, Matt.
So can I say something about the dinner real quick?
Yes.
No. So it was great. And I just want to tell Ray that keeps thanking Tom and I for doing that, whatever. And I totally appreciate that. But none of that could have happened without everybody who donated money, who helped secure the venue, who donated raffle items and the door prizes. We had over 40 people donate financially to that dinner. So that was just amazing. For the dinner alone, we raised $3,100. And without any of that, Tom and I couldn't have, I made phone calls and went grocery shopping. But without the people that helped set up and clean up and donated money to it, none of it would have happened. So it was definitely a community involvement event. And I just want to put that out there that, it took everybody to put that on. And I really appreciate that.
It takes a leader to keep things going.
I just have the extra time somehow. Yeah, I don't know what you did with them, Tom.
Hey, Joey, I was looking so I brought home one of each of the honey spoons. There was 3 different flavors. And I grabbed one of each when you were standing right there out of the bags. And for the life, I didn't try any of them, but for the life of me, I cannot find them. They're going to pop up when we least expect it. But I was looking at all the...
They're around here somewhere.
And boys done found them.
I don't think that they would have snagged all 3 of them, maybe one of them. But I've got them here. That's going to bug me because I can't find them. We put some stuff away, but not everything.
Yeah. This week hasn't exactly gone how we had planned our week after Nabi to go.
It wasn't overly productive, I can tell you.
I done forgot the flavors. It was a lemon, a caramel,
vanilla.
That's it. That's the one I was looking forward to the most, actually. But, yep.
There you go,
that's
Alicia.
Gonna bother me.
My mom gave me this for Christmas.
She knows better than that crud.
There was a question there, Melissa. What was the total on the high for heroes? Isn't except for $5,000 we got all together with.
Oh, so from our community, including the online raffle, was just over $5,000. I can't remember off the top of my head, but with their dinner that they did, I'm not sure what they got with their dinner. They got I want to say over $20,000 at their dinner for their auction and stuff. Well, you were there, Joey. What did they end up doing at their auction? Do you know?
I don't know.
There's the church.
Let me see if I can.
Uh-oh.
What you eating? Ah,
That's illegal and immoral, you know, Mister.
We eat chocolate chip cookies in Ohio, not stink bugs.
Oh.
I want one. Are those fresh, homemade?
They're just a couple days old.
Yeah, I really want one of those right now. Fresh homemade chocolate chip cookies are the best.
My mother-in-law brought them over, I think 2 days ago.
She a good cook?
Yeah, and you know what she did with these? This was her sourdough discard. Instead of tossing it, she's been making cookies and stuff.
Huh.
It's good.
This was, I don't know if you can.
Tip it. Go closer.
There, that was our Hives for Heroes total.
5451.
That's with the online raffle and then the raffle at the dinner.
What's everybody doing?
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
Todd said, Tom, they are not the best.
You guys snow up there?
Those pecan cookies, Dad.
We dodged a bullet with the snow. My brother is 50 minutes north of me, and he got 22 and a half inches of snow in 18 hours.
Wow.
That's insane.
That is crazy.
I don't know what that looks like.
It's a lot.
I don't know if I have a picture. He said he had to plow their drive 3 times.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was some places up there, Joey, and in the UP of Michigan, the peninsula up there, they 12, 14 foot a year.
Yeah, I did see some one time in Colorado that was like 4 foot over the road. And it wasn't blowed over that high either. But that wasn't nowhere around here.
Yeah.
That's their drive. And like the back of that, that's a brick wall that is a couple feet high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they got nailed.
I doubt that picture really does it justice either.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, and like their driveway, you know, I mean, they just got all out, you know, nailed. Like at that point there, he had texted me and he said they had 14 inches, and then that was partway through, and then you know, when all was said and done, he said his area actually, for the Cleveland area, they got the most. So 22 and a half inches. So
That's a lot.
yeah, and we got like an inch. So he texted me a picture, and I said, we got kind of hammered too. I said, we're struggling. We got like an inch down here, and he was just like, shut up. So
That's what we got here, about an inch or so, inch and a half maybe this morning. And then it was melting after lunch.
We got the same thing, Charlie.
it's the cold here that's going to get us this week, because all week we're going to be below normal. Like Monday, we're going to dip down to 0. And that's not with the wind chills. So the 2 or 3 colonies that I figured were going to die, they'll be dead this week.
You know what's funny is this winter's been hard to take, because it is, I mean, not just us like we normally get. Everybody is seeing this high temperature crashes, low temperature, and it's done that a couple times already this winter.
That's what's hard on the bees.
Oh man, that's gonna drive me nuts.
You know what I want to try and do? If I can do it on Monday when it's 0 out, I'm going to do this just for you, Tom. Nobody else. I'm going to do it just for you.
All right.
I've seen people go outside with like a straw, and they'll mix up like soapy water, and they'll blow a bubble on the snow, and it freezes.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure when it's 0, I might as well try it.
Absolutely. Do this. Well, it may not be cold enough for that. Say, take a hot pot of hot water and throw it up in the air.
Boiling water.
Yeah. We've done that before.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be cold enough to do that because it's got to get like negative
Yeah.
a little bit. But
we've only been able to see that maybe probably only a couple of times. That's pretty uncommon.
Last year I did that. It got negative. Well, it was like minus 13 or something here.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it. I walked outside and yeah.
Was that in January after we got back from Nobby? Basically, got frigid cold all around the country.
I forget when that was. Because I remember we had like a week solid of like negative double digits. And it's like, you know, I mean, people were losing colonies left and right that week. So people would go out and, you know, with their thermal cams and that, and they're like, yeah, colonies are dead. And, you know, when it's like a week straight, you know, negative double digits, it's tough. But I don't know. They're saying this week is supposed to be the coldest for this season up here. And if we only have one day where it's 0, that's not that bad. I mean, they'll hunker down tight. Mm-hmm. You know, the strong colonies are going to be good, but those couple that I have that I know are going to die, kill them off so I can clean the equipment.
How you know they're going to die?
They were real. Last time I checked them, Joey, they were small.
They just keep going backwards anyway?
Yeah, they were small. Like I had one that when I checked it, it was the strangest thing. I'd never seen anything like this. I even told Burns, and he kind of gave me a funny look too. Like when I opened the lid up, I seen like, I mean, probably like cantaloupe size. Posted that video January 24th of doing the making snow. Yeah, I knew I did a short last year making snow.
You think it's funny? Lee's got this tower of power back there. He can probably pull you up and see what you're doing right now at your.
He AI'd that one right quick.
I know. I mean, I heard some buzzing outside my window. Probably out. And he's been doing all that climbing, so he's probably in like a tree outside my place right now.
I hope you have pants on.
But no, the strangest thing, like there was, I mean, I don't know, cantaloupe size or whatever, dead cluster outside of the fondant. When I like cracked the lid because I was just going to crack the lid and look and see, you know, how they were with the fondant. If I needed it, I was going to throw another one in. And I looked and I seen they were dead and I'm like, oh, darn it. And then I went and looked and I seen bees in the fondant and I'm like, what the? So I lifted up the fondant and there's like a softball size cluster still left. And I'm like, well, why didn't the cantaloupe go under the fondant? Strangest thing I ever seen.
That's what happens when you get those up and down temperatures, though. They can't all get back together before the bottom falls out, and then that's one thing I like about the candy boards and the fondant is even if you're going to winter with your top box full of honey, if they're clustering right in the middle and they've consumed all that honey in the middle, sometimes you'll just find your ball of bees dead right there in the middle, but there's honey on either side because they couldn't move over and recluster. So that's what's, you know, that's why we always did the candy boards and now the fondants.
Right.
It's just an insurance policy more than anything.
I tell you what I've learned this year is when I put that fondant on my colonies, I need to just slap 2 of them on and just call it a day. You know,
what size fondant patties are you putting on?
What are they? Those 2.2 pound ones?
Yeah, the original ones. So they have those, and they have 5-pound ones.
Yeah. With the 2.2s though, like I could line them up over the entire middle.
Yeah,
you know?
You could. Mm-hmm.
So, but that's all. I mean, there was only 2 or 3 though, Joey, that they were smaller. And if going into the winter, I told my wife, I said, if I lose 4 colonies and then I come out with 12, I'm going to be good. If I have double-digit colonies, then I can split to 15, throw a couple nukes on the side, and I'll be good. So But there were only 2 or 3 that I was kind of looking at like, yeah, they'll probably die. So other ones,
you get those like that where you know they're going backwards, and no matter what you do, they're going to keep going backwards.
Yeah.
And I keep saying, when I know that, why don't I just throw them all out and take my equipment now instead of letting them go on and then count them as a loss?
Right.
Just get rid of them, combine them, or something.
See,
and
down your way though, you got to worry a little bit more about like your dead outs, because if they die off, then you're going to have to worry about pests.
Yeah.
Here, if they die off, they're sitting in a freezer.
Yeah.
It's not going to be above freezing for the next probably 2 weeks. So, it's not going to hurt anything. So, but that's usually what I do with my dead outs. If I find them in the winter, I usually just leave them, until a warm day, and then I'll go over and shake the bees and all that out of them. But no pests, we're not going to have any beetles. There's not going to be any moths. There's going to be nothing like that get into them just because it's too darn cold.
Yeah. Well, this time of year, if we have one die out, we don't have to worry about much. It'll get robbed out and it'll sit there until springtime, if you wanted
to. Yeah. And we ain't got no stink bugs because I heard this one guy was eating them all.
Yeah.
Ain't that the darndest thing you ever seen?
You ain't tried it. Don't knock it now, boys. You might be surprised.
JW, I caught a stink bug. I have no idea where the thing even came from. Yesterday, I saw my dog, and he was, caught something out of the corner of his eye, and he's looking, and I'm like, what in the heck is he looking at? And then I seen a stink bug walking on the carpet, and I grabbed it and threw him outside. And I thought right away at JW, I'm like, when I grabbed that thing, I'm like, nope, not gonna eat it. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It didn't get on your hands.
No,
I think my whole day's life beating him.
I'll grab it and then just let it like walk on my hand. If you're like rubbing on them, you'll get that stink. But if you just let it walk, they don't. I don't know whether it's like a stress thing or.
They're like
grab them with a paper towel, crush them, and throw them away.
It's done. They're like some good eating. Only reason I ate that one, Brian, was to save my buddy's life, keep him going into shock. I thought he was going to go into a panic attack, the big one.
I think he had a truckload of stink bugs because every time I got out of there, they're on the floorboard.
Unreal.
I mean, they pop up in our house still. I mean, even that.
I know.
I don't even know where they come from. They're just like, I'll just be washing dishes. I'm like, oh.
The one that warms up, they can hatch out in 2 hours. If
That's probably what JW's eating right now.
Stink bug cookies. I was thinking the same thing.
Probably like chocolate dipped stink bug.
Those aren't chocolate. Hey, Brian, those aren't chocolate chips.
Exactly.
Those stink bugs and those well, they're not ladybugs, but those ladybug beetles that you get in the fall. Oh, those are annoying.
Japanese beetles or something like that. Yeah.
Whatever they're, yeah.
When I lived in Missouri,
they don't taste near as good as the snake bugs.
Those usually stay in the basement, but we had those upstairs this year. I think that's the first time I've ever seen them upstairs. They were really bad this year, those ladybug things.
Good night, Lee.
When I lived in Missouri, the first fall I was there, I went to the hardware store and got me a Japanese beetle trap and that lure. And I think what I did was I lured in every beetle in the 3-county area into my yard.
I went to a campground and got those things in my camper.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what happened when we brought the slide in, it brought a bunch of them in with it. And for months, I thought them things. Every day we were going through vacuuming bugs off the ceiling.
That's where I get them, Joey. I leave my my little truck, that little dog I've got goes with me every place I go. If I'm out the farm, I just leave the truck, door open. He goes in and out at will. And that's where I got him in. Got the stink bugs. Got in there just.
But I finally had to just get me a can of that. I forgot the name of that brand now. Sprayed that camper with it. Fumigated it. It got rid of them. I had dead bugs everywhere for a while.
Did you see what Brian said?
Yeah, I want to know who's wearing blue and who's wearing orange.
Yeah.
So when the boys were little, we have twin boys. Whenever we would get their haircut, like when they were like 1 and 2 years old, if the hairstyles would cut Andrew's hair just a little bit too short, he would look like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. We'd call it his Dumb and Dumber haircut.
How did that game end? It went into overtime when I come on Joey's, Brian. How'd that game end? Did Denver go down and make a touchdown or free goal? Or?
No, so they got stopped, and then the Bills got the ball. Denver got an interception, and the Bills then they had 2 pass interferences right in a row. And then on the second pass interference, one of their players ripped his helmet off and threw it in an ump. So he had a personal foul. They self-destructed at the end of the game.
Yep.
Buffalo did, you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. Denver won by a field goal.
Yeah. Okay.
Brian, I would like a reenactment of the bathroom scene, please.
You talk about Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Made into a YouTube short.
That's where all the Rudy Snoots go to Denver,
Rudy Snoots. Well, they're going to Aspen. That's Rudy and Snooty.
That's what I meant. I said Denver.
Yeah, if he's in Aspen, he could have a short and have his legs all kicking forward and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
JW, you didn't post that, did you?
No.
Somebody's.
What is it?
Joey, do you see that?
Yeah, but that's JW's handle.
I know.
What if we blocked him? What would happen?
I don't know. Try it out. See what happens.
It won't bother me any.
Surely
won't see what happens.
Hey.
Oster in here?
Is it spelled exactly the same?
Let's see. Let me look at something. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
It's between Brian and Clay.
Yeah, I see it. I'm just checking it out.
I'll star it so it doesn't get lost. Mary Samsonite. That's right. Night, Randy. So you're telling me there's a chance.
That's Soapstone Channel.
That's weird. I wouldn't
block it. Don't open it. It's some kind of spam. I didn't do it. Somebody's hacked my account.
Is it showing up on the YouTube side or just the StreamYard side? That's my next question.
I saw it on YouTube.
I just took it off over there.
Oh,
it's on StreamYard also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have my name on one of them.
Brian just hit the nail on the head.
Brian Cooper has it.
Yep.
yeah.
Them stink bugs are trying to get you money, JW.
Yeah. I don't know who it is.
You're getting a phone call, Thomas.
They had the wrench and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. How did that get past the Nightbot?
I don't know. That's weird.
I clicked on it over on YouTube and it went straight to JW's channel.
You know what's weird is my screen froze, but you guys can still hear me.
I see you moving.
You're not frozen now.
Huh. Well, you guys are.
I don't know.
It's still.
I was froze on the YouTube side. The whole screen's frozen. It looks like I'm. Oh, never mind.
You know, so Tom and I haven't been feeling the best this week. We just kind of been being low key or whatever. And I've had more calls for people wanting to pick up honey and all this stuff. I'm like, no, not this week. And the one of the stores are like, we need a restock. I'm like, well, not gonna happen till next week. Sorry.
You know, I've had a rush on it since Christmas. I've sold over 300 pounds since Christmas out there off my wagon. So.
Well, and I had to get for the EMBA workshop in February, I had to get to the hotel reservations, to the hotel for all of our speakers and the honey show judges and stuff like that this week. So I was like, oh, I was so worn out. I didn't even want to look at the computer or anything, you know. But I got it done.
Okay, I'm getting a post here from StreamYard. Share your StreamYard referral with your audience and earn $25 for every successful referral while your viewers receive $10 in StreamYard credit to get started.
I wonder if StreamYard automatically did it then. That's weird.
Yep.
That's interesting.
That is.
There it goes.
There it is again.
I did that now.
Okay.
Oh, you did that one?
And it come from StreamYard via me. I might accidentally hit it. I didn't think I did.
We'll leave that one then. Somebody might want to put
I didn't. I might have.
Well, at least we know now.
You know, that's legit. So it was me. I probably hit it accidentally.
Now we're all going to have to watch and see if it happens to anybody else. StreamYard's automatically advertising.
Yeah.
You have to share it, and I must have.
You know what?
Scrolling down through here, I might have hit it accidentally. You know?
When I did the live Thursday night, StreamYard had updated some policies and whatnot. I wonder if that was in that they're gonna
start
do
doing
that kind of stuff.
They're soliciting.
We'll find out.
Soliciting customers.
StreamYard
Lost a lot.
getting high too.
A couple other.
You guys want to hear something? So this evening, I go to pick up some pizza. My son and daughter-in-law were going to come over. We were going to watch the football game. So I go in, and it's a little local spot that I normally go to, and I see this guy that I had never seen before, and he was like saying this and doing that, and I could tell he was some kind of boss. And I said to the one manager dude that I normally see there, I said, "Is that like the big boss or something?" He said, "Yeah, that's the owner." And I had tried to get my hot honey in their store before, and he said we would take the hot honey, but he said everything got to go through the owner, and you got to talk to him. He's in Boardman, and it's like a half-hour drive. But like I called a couple times. This was like 2 years ago. I called a couple times, and the guy never returned the call. So I just thought, I forget it, you know. And then I would see them at the store that I go to, and the manager would be like, "Did you get a hold of him?" And I'm like, I said, "No, he don't answer calls." And I said, "I'm not going to drive a half an hour for them to say he's not here." I said, "It's just a waste." They started about 3 months or so ago. They sell this like hot honey chicken, whatever pizza, and they use Mike's hot honey. And I was commenting, and it had to have been like the owner's son or somebody in there today. And I made a comment about it. I said, you know, you would think that a local pizza place would want to support other local people instead of buying like the national like corn syrup brand honey. And this guy turned and he said, "Well, do you have a kitchen where you can bottle the honey?" And I said, "Have you ever heard of cottage law?" And the guy said, "What's that?" And I said, "My point exactly. You don't know what you're talking about with honey." And he said, "Well, you need a kitchen where you can do your bottling." I said, "Again, do you know what cottage law is?" I said, "That's okay." I said, it's fine. I said, "There ain't no hard feelings." I said, "Just, you know," I said, "I would have thought that a local place would want to support local instead of, you know." And he said, "Well, you have to have a lot of honey." And I said, "How much do you guys go through in a week?" He said, "A couple bottles." I was like, I'm like, I said, I said, "You guys enjoy your Mike's honey."
Something like that over there.
Yeah.
Like,
When they
whatever.
said a couple bottles, you say that's cute.
Yeah. But yeah, when the guy was like, you need a commercial kitchen, I'm thinking, no, you don't. You don't need no commercial kitchen to walk in there and bottle honey. It's like, guys are.
You should have asked him if he knew for sure Mike had a commercial kitchen.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I should have said, well, how do you know that Mike,
Mm-hmm. Did he send you his certifications?
Right. Yeah. I just kind of laughed. I'm like, you guys are jokers. So,
well, especially if they're only moving a couple bottles a week. That's
yeah.
That's like, I mean, like somebody coming to you and saying, "Hey, Brian, what kind of deal can you give me on 6 1 pound bottles?" And be like, the same as one 1 pound bottle, I guess. I mean, you got to come at me with something stronger than that,
The thing of it is, he's selling 2 bottles, and that stuff is commercially, so you can buy it at any grocery store, right?
Well,
probably at a cheaper price. So they're not buying it there; they're buying it at the grocery store.
Is he actually selling it or using it to cook with?
They after they cook the pizza, he said they drizzle it on the pizza.
He don't, even if there was that law, if that's what he's doing with it, you don't need it.
Yeah, because they use it as a topper. It's like a hot honey chicken.
There's a difference in using it like that and him actually retailing it.
Yeah, no, they don't sell it. They use it as a topping.
Eddie, I think it depends. It varies state to state what your cottage law is. So, like Missouri actually has cottage law, but we actually have a separate honey law. So we don't even follow cottage law in Missouri. We follow the honey law.
Ohio,
so depends state to state.
When I very first started doing the hot honey, I dug into Ohio's law. And you don't have to have like a commercial kitchen. Now you can only put up to a certain amount also, or else then they consider you commercial. I think it's like 1,000 or something like that. Like it's a bit. I mean, if I'm selling 1,000 pounds of hot honey, I mean that's a lot. Mm-hmm. But the only thing that you're required in state of Ohio, the labeling has to be very precise. Like you have to have your ingredients, and then you also have to have somewhere on there. It's produced in a home kitchen. And I have a whole separate sticker, like for my hot honey, I just put it on the top of the lid that says, produced in a home kitchen. So all labels, it says on there about the pepper flakes and that. So everything's all labeled, So
well, regardless of that, Brian, I might suggest that you probably blowed that prospect for sale.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't
that shit anybody.
Could have had an extra 2 bottles sold there every month or 2.
Yeah.
You
could have had $24
$2 a month you missed out on.
I know. I could have had 2 or 3 sales this week.
Brian, you're passing up all the good opportunities.
So, like, my problem with cottage law and like with the honey law in Missouri is number one, a lot of the food inspectors, like when you do markets and stuff, they have no idea that there's even a honey law. No idea. So we're actually telling them, no, this is it. This is the statute, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But then you also run into this inspector interprets it this way, and this inspector interprets it that way. And that's just annoying too. It's like there's no real like, here's the line, and this is what it is. No, there's so much of it that's still left up into interpretation.
Yeah.
We've never had issue with any of our markets. I mean, we've actually only ran into an inspector once in all the markets that we've ever done.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only ever the larger market that I do, nobody checks down there. If they did,
they'll check the food trucks, and that's I think that's about it.
If they check the honey, the other vendor that sells honey down there, they sell them in those Muth jars, like what Bruce does, the fancy things. There's no labeling on them. Yeah.
So we put our own tag on them, and it does say 1 pound pure honey on the jar. So we put our own tag on them too.
Ohio, you have to have a label. and theirs aren't labeled. So, like, if they checked anything down there, I'm like, because I saw them before I was walking past, and it just caught my eye, like they had them all set up, and I kind of turned and I looked, and I'm like, damn, none of their jars have a label.
I'm gonna go get one.
Yeah.
So, but they don't check anything. And like the one other market that I did this fall, just because I had extra, the lady that runs it, she asked me if my apiary was registered in the state. And I told her, I said, yeah, but what does that matter? You know, I'm thinking, I don't understand what that has to do with who's selling honey.
Some people are just rule followers, Brian.
Yeah.
Outlaw honeybees honey tastes better than registered bees honey.
I think that's it.
That's all the information in Missouri
Todd,
that we have to put on ours.
Todd, you're right. 100%, buddy.
Yeah. Melissa just went and wrote that label up, I could tell.
Yeah. She scratched it on there real quick. Like
exactly.
Melissa, do you have a cricket?
No.
Oh, okay.
We have stink bugs. I don't think there's any crickets in here.
Well, actually, I did. I had one of the original crickets, and I actually just gave it to my mother-in-law a couple months ago because no, Nikki has one of the newer ones. I gave it to your mom because she does like those handmade cards and stamping and stuff. And I never used it. So I did have one, but I gave it away. But we get all of our labels from either Avery or Vistaprint.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all.
Did you guys
that's all we
happen
have to have.
Did you guys ever happen to check out KM Printing that at the show?
No.
I did.
They have
I saw. Were they
good prices? I'm
were
telling
they the
you.
ones on the end over by
the far right?
Simple Comb?
They were there at the food court,
Yeah,
right on the
They were
corner,
right against the food court fence.
I
yeah.
did. They were both talking to somebody. I did walk over there and look at their booth, but they were both talking to somebody when I was over there.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually talk to them.
Yeah, I talked
What-
about them getting to make
what
a
was it
custom
called?
label.
It
was $30.
KM
$30
Printing
for the
LLC.
artwork.
Todd, do you have the information?
I do. I've already contacted her, and Brian and I are going to have them on our show as a guest too.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were supposed to email me.
They have the press from Walter T. Kelly. They have access to all those old retro.
You got to be kidding me.
label.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
they could do it. They could do it.
I did hear her say while I was over there that they wish they would have brought more to display. That this was their first show ever, so they kind of were a little underprepared, but they wish they would have brought more samples and stuff like that.
I talked to her Thursday morning, I think. And next year they're going to do on-demand labeling there. So if you have
cool.
if you have an image, they'll make up rolls right then and there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm yet again switching my label. I think I showed a couple of you guys the label, and I am ordering those from her probably next week.
What was their prices? Well, I mean, it's going to depend on the label, probably what their prices are. So that's not really a fair question.
What they out of, Todd?
I know, like a roll of rectangles. So I'm getting some rectangles. I can get some ovals, but the pricing they had there, and I don't know if it's regular pricing or not, but 250 labels on that roll was like $60.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was going to get 500 and it was $100.
Yeah.
And then she said
really good pricing.
Everything was the same, more or less. She was going to, I said, I had, my patch up here, the sawmill and all. She would, if I can get a digitize of that from my embroiderer, she can take that, put it on the label, and I think it was going to cost $30.
Yeah. I mean, they're really good. Really good price.
That's a good price. Yeah. No, I wouldn't mind moving away from Vistaprint and Avery. It's just when I was printing them myself at home, I didn't like the quality, and we've got a nice printer, but I didn't like the quality of the print that was coming out. And, it never perfectly centers it on the stickers, and you lose it gets cut off and you lose a couple. And it was just more frustrating than anything when you can get a nicer quality higher quality and no headache
Waterproof too.
and waterproof.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. The labels that I remember the pricing on them were only 250 for $60 included that glossy
Yeah.
BPOP or whatever that label is.
PPE.
Yeah.
You could pour water over it. It will peel off the jar and you can peel it back on. It's like some crazy adhesive.
Huh.
Yeah.
Waterproof.
I
I'm
just
looking
had
at their
their
website.
caller earlier today.
Yeah, what's the name of the company again? I got the stuff.
Here,
in the
I'll put it down in the chat. It
Okay.
is. I mean, everybody should take a look at these
Yeah.
because they're
It's in
Well, and
chat.
when I order like from Vistaprint, I always wait. I try to wait until they have some big sale before I order everything, you know, like because Vistaprint will do like 20 and 30 and 40% off pretty often. So I'll like wait till they do a big sale and then I'll just order a ton of my labels then, you know, because I'm not
Yeah.
paying full price there.
I normally get mine from Blue Sky Bee Supply,
That's where I get mine.
and they'll run a deal like. So I'm looking on that KM, and their oval. That's what I normally get. 250 of the matte finish is 60. The glossy is 70. Blue Sky for 250 it's 71.99. So it's like a $2 difference. Now
What's the name of
that
cut?
KM, do they do free shipping?
Cases downstairs.
you know what? I don't know about the shipping part yet. I don't know if they have a minimum for free shipping. I just haven't gotten that far yet with them.
Yeah.
But I was very pleased about the story with Walter T. Kelly. They have the actual press, and then doing retro shaped labels and just the label material, the mat that they have, that BOPP, whatever it is. Really good stuff at a really good price. So,
Hey Todd, was that place in Litchfield, Kentucky?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Kayla, and I know Kayla is the one I talked to. Well, I think Carly was the other gal's name, but they seem to be pretty good. So I'm going to give them a shot with a big order, and then go from there. But if you look at their website, they have those old style cone. It's called cone honey labels, and they're really wild. Plus the hexes.
Yeah, when I showed them my label, they said they could actually make the same label.
Mm-hmm.
So black and white label I use.
They don't come apart.
So one thing that we got or ordered was these people were over by John Hill's booth, and they were selling these cut comb cases. And this is a 2x4, and they don't have like the traditional ones have the tabs on the outside. These don't have the tabs on the outside. They have like little tab on the
It slides.
edges.
The lid slides into the
Yeah.
case itself, and it's the lid almost sets
I don't know if
flush.
you can even.
I like those two. I like the 2x4s. That's
Yeah.
good.
So they had 2x4s and 4x4s, and it's Pioneer Plastics,
We ordered what was 160 or
whatever
something.
their case was.
It was
yeah.
a case full of them, and she's like, "Yeah, we can ship them out right away." And she goes, "We'll hold on to your information," and she goes, "We can ship you out." I forget what she said. She said, "We can do it, once a year, whatever you want, whatever you're looking for."
But these were cheaper than what I ordered. Then you can get them from Dedant or whatever. And I really like these cases, so you don't have those tabs. I think it makes them look cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't order any of the 4x4s because I had just ordered this fall a bunch of a case of them from Dedant, the 4x4s. But since we've been talking about doing these 2x4s, we ordered those.
Yeah. What was the price on those?
I was looking it up. Didn't you say that they just sent an email?
Yeah, they just sent something out the other day saying, because we bought a whole thing of them while we were there. We're like, well, just pay for them now, and like, you know, you can ship them to us, and because I think they direct ship. And we just got a confirmation the other day that they had shipped. I don't remember what day it was.
Hold on, I'll tell you what they charge us. I got to look it up on my credit card.
Do you remember what?
So Brian, to answer your question, I just went in there and put my address and check out on the shipping for K&M, and economy it's free shipping. I don't know how long that would take, but it's free. And then standard is $6.90. So
okay,
you know, but that's just for. I just put something with just one item in there.
Okay.
250.
So I charged our card yet?
Hey,
Okay.
Keith, go to the email.
One Keith out and another Keith in.
I'm looking for it.
That's, I don't know how many times I saw Keith, Barnhill Keith, walking around there. I must have seen him about 50, 60 times. I am not kidding you.
That's because he was following you around.
No, it was from every direction. Every time I turned around, I go, hey, there's Keith.
Yeah, we chatted with Keith a few different times, actually. Had a good conversation.
No, it's not coming up. I wonder if I accidentally deleted it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on here either. It wasn't that long ago, and I'm not seeing it.
Shipping.
Yeah.
Shipping.
You see what Todd posted there at 160. Todd
I
put
see the tracking, but
That's Dodd, sir, not Todd.
Yeah, that seems about right, Dodd. I don't remember how many case was. He said
Yeah, 'cause Dodd
160
went
for
over
2x4s.
I think so. I think that's it.
You think it's in the
that
track?
case. Yeah.
Well, I found the shipping from UPS, but that's not the invoice. They probably didn't send us an invoice because they gave us a paper invoice.
I'm not seeing that.
I was going to ask Melissa, where you guys getting those moose jars? You getting the Miller or?
Miller.
We're not going to tell you.
I got them from Miller.
Hidden Hollow's got them, up there too. So
Oh, yeah.
they're the first of the week anyway.
Yeah, we bought 15 cases, I think, from Miller Resupply. They had the exact same price as what they did last year.
Yeah.
$248 for one case of the 2x4s.
Does it say how many there in it?
No, we have to go on their website and see. It doesn't say on there.
Yeah, she just had a generic receipt thing.
Hey, JW, remember when we walked in and I think it was that first day they had that Amish supplier of bottles that you'd bought some stuff from, I think, off to the left,
That's Hidden Hollow.
Hidden Hollow? Okay.
They're kind of a subsidiary of Beeline. Their Beeline is American Connection. They're in Indiana there.
Okay.
Clay, it was Pioneer Plastics. And it
That's
was
what I was talking about. I was going to the first of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So it was $248 for a case of 160 that made the 2x4s $1.55 a piece.
That's not that bad.
Hold up. Let me open it up. Make it bigger.
I'm going to take a picture of it.
Move it around real fast. Can you guys see it?
There you go. Wait.
Tell me how your picture turned out, Todd.
Yeah, it's all blurry, but I'll figure it out.
You can always go back and watch the live again.
Yeah, that's true.
AI will fix it.
I'm going to suggest that's Amish too.
Really?
NAP, K-N-A-P-P, NAP. Yeah, it's pretty much Amish.
Oh, wow.
Everywhere in the country.
If the last
They
name,
use taking all up. Where Hidden Hollow gets all those jars, that's an Amish operation. That's
From QB.
can't
because that Hidden Hollow or Beeline, whatever it is, they were selling the little miniature gallon jugs. You know, like the
Yep,
milk.
yep, that's who got them.
You put 3 pounds of honey in there. Those were kind of interesting.
So that's what it's called, a miniature gallon.
I don't know. 3-pound milk jug.
They look the old what you used to call the old
That sound like a Dollar General jug.
like the old moonshine jugs is that's the kind of way they're designed.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say they'll hold about a pint maybe.
Well, no, it actually holds 3 pounds.
Okay, yeah, they got a bigger one too. So I've never looked at those though.
I was kind of thinking about maybe.
Those are Amish folks. Them actual jars come out of Kansas. That's where
Which jars?
Oh,
the plastic squeeze bottles do come out of an outfit out of Kansas. Is where they get them. A guy can probably cut them out. I've got the address for that outfit in Kansas.
Hey, Tom, I'm going to send you a picture here in a second.
Okay.
And you are going to crack up laughing.
Oh, great. So we get our plastic squeeze bottles. We
Why
usually
don't you just share it on here and don't be so stingy? Or something I can't show.
No, you could. You could. I was messing around with.
I'm just messing with you.
Well, I was messing around with Randy earlier. He sent me this picture.
Yeah, what am I looking at?
He sent me this picture. Okay.
I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah. Right. And Randy being Randy, he said, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So then I went here. I'm going to make it better for you.
Hey, Snoop Dogg.
Keep it gangster.
Oh, I see it now. I just got the first one. I see it now.
That's funny.
I didn't see it on YouTube. I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
My son just messaged me something about the Denver.
What, did they end up losing after all?
What? You got to be kidding me. Bo Nix is done for the year.
Oh, what happened?
He fractured his ankle in the last series.
Oh, jeez.
He's a Alabama boy.
You got to be kidding me.
That sucks.
He's having surgery Tuesday.
I like that. Huh?
Well, chug-a-lugs.
Gotta be
all right, I gotta jump out of here. I gotta go run down the street.
What if I had a question?
Hey, Todd.
Well, I was gonna ask you if you did before I even said that.
Did you buy your EMBA ticket yet? That's my question.
Yes, ma'am. You should have seen it. I bought it. When were we talking, Tom? On Friday?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think.
What, yesterday?
Yes. Yeah. It was either yesterday or Thursday. I'm set.
I seen the email come through. I deleted it. JW asked me to do it. He paid me $200. I said done.
Well, I would have done that too for $200.
I'll give you half of it. All right.
Hey, Todd.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing your message.
My memory was foggy from that night.
Remember this right here. You take a vanilla bean.
Yeah.
I use, what would there be, like 16 in the gallon? So take 16 vanilla beans. You cut down the vanilla bean, and then you get a spoon and you scoop all of the caviar out, and then you put that in the honey. You do that 16 times.
Mm-hmm.
And do that when the honey is 105.
Okay.
And then you do the same 10 to 12 minutes. Stir. And then you pull that vanilla bean out, and then when I bottle it, I just cut another one in half and put that in it.
Oh, you cut it in half. You don't put it in whole.
So if you have larger muth jars, you could put it in whole. The jars that I have now, they're smaller, so I have to cut them.
Okay. Okay.
So,
and when you say half, you mean lengthwise half, not.
Yeah, lengthwise half. Yeah. Let me grab one.
No, I can make it kind of tiny. Just pay by check and everything.
Oh, Joey, that creamed honey is excellent.
See,
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
see, and then all the caviar, it'll all collect around the top. I'll
But
just tell the people if they want to mix it back up, just to keep doing this kind of with it, and it'll mix it, or they could get a spoon and just kind of stir it if they want to. But
So you don't strain out the first round of vanilla bean, then, right?
you won't get it out because that caviar, it's so
yeah
fine. You will not. You'd have to use such a fine filter that you'd end up filtering out like pollen and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah, I get it. So, all right, now I'm gonna give that a shot.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, this stuff, it smells.
What do you out of curiosity, you don't have to answer, but what do you get for that?
20.
Dang. Okay, and that's 16 ounces.
Yeah. But you figure like the vanilla beans that I buy, they're almost $1 a bean.
Yeah.
It's like I'll buy a pack of I buy, it's like 55 or something like that in a pack, and it's just under $60.
Mm-hmm.
So you figure like $1 a bean, and I use 2 per jar.
Yeah.
So plus, my vanilla, it's all in glass.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually don't have a problem selling this. I've only got one left.
Wow.
See you, Brian.
Mike, I haven't made any lemon cream honey. Matter of fact, the only honey I cream right now is just regular. I hadn't started with the flavors yet. That'll be next.
This stuff here, I didn't do vanilla or mess with anything like this until it was a year ago. I was up around my brother's place, and we went into a local little like tea shop, and they were selling vanilla infused honey. And I like saw it on a little sign, and it caught my eye, and I went over and looked at it. And then I went on to Google, and I Googled it, and it was the same basic process that I do with my hot honey as far as infusing it.
Yeah.
It's just a little more tedious because you're having to cut the beans and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good. Kevin got some there.
I'll have to try it.
Oh,
where do you get your beans from?
What was that?
Where you get the beans? The vanilla beans?
I get the beans on Amazon, and you got to watch though. Like if you go cheap with the vanilla beans, you're going to get bad vanilla.
You get what you get.
Yeah. So the ones that I get, I buy a pack of, like I said, there's like 55 of them, and it's around $60.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think I know exactly. I saw that exact pricing when I looked at it.
And I think they're, gosh, I'd have to go in my Amazon thing, but I think they're Madagascar or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
That, one of those creamer, the company that was right behind Highs for Heroes at the expo, they had a vanilla something blend. Y'all might have tasted them. I tasted that, and that was good.
Yeah. Was that Kaylee's place? Was that Kaylee, the gal that wrote the apothecary?
No, these folks are from Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
It was the cream. They had the creamer honey, and they had a barbecue sauce there with like 100-year-old recipe.
Wow.
But
Did it taste stale?
no, the sauce wasn't 100 years old. The recipe was 100 years old.
I'm trying to be more like JW. It's not working out for me very well, is it?
Don't hear something I'm not saying.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Please carry on, sir. My apologies. I'm just being an idiot. Go ahead.
I resemble that remark.
Well, I was going to say now you're sounding like JW, but I didn't want to say anything about that.
I had a question for Tom too, and now I forgot what it was. I guess I have to ask him next week.
I'm going to get out of here, but
no, you answered it because you said you got your tickets for the.
Yeah. Got my tickets. I'm all set to go. I'm just waiting for.
I'm going to try to go. I hope I can go. I want to try to go, but
yeah, it's fun. I'm just waiting for curbside service at the airport from JW again.
He ain't gonna give it to you. I guarantee it. You ain't gonna get it.
I'm not coming to that airport. You don't have enough money to get me.
He might pick you up and drop you off and leave you there. Go back home.
Yeah.
And he's been known to do that.
I wasn't responsible for him. I was a volunteer replacement. He turned me down the first time. He's not going to get an opportunity to do that again.
I picked him up walking down the road. He was doing it.
Yeah, my thumb was wore out. I had stink bugs crawling all over me and all that stuff.
Brian, did you see the honey I showed earlier that I got from somebody?
No.
Dang. That looks like a sample I left at my doctor's office.
Yeah, I know, right? It tastes pretty good. That's pumpkin honey. Or mostly.
Whoa,
pumpkin.
really?
Huh.
Wow.
Hey, when someone was asking about behind, I don't think this was it, but you're not talking about this one, Joey, are you? Ferris Farms. It's Byron's place.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, Byron. Is there something you need from him?
No, I tasted several of their cream honeys. They got a good smooth cream honey and a lot of good.
He definitely does.
I was actually going to buy some seed from him. I left there without it, so I'll get some later.
That stuff I got from you, that cream honey, is really good. I like it.
Oh, you got home with that?
I got home with that, unbroken. Yep.
Thank you.
All my honey came back in one piece. So.
Yeah, this is really smooth, Joey.
All right, well, I'm going to get out of here. I waited long enough. JW hasn't come up with the question, so I'm going to buzz out of here.
Actually, Todd, I got a question.
Oh, gosh.
So what day are you getting into St. Louis?
Friday, 3:28 p.m.
Too late.
Yeah, no kidding. Too late.
Too late for what?
Come in Friday morning.
Too late for breakfast. Too late for lunch.
Well, hold on. You're going to miss the intermediate class. Brian Zavada, myself, and Jim Masucci are teaching that.
Well,
easy there. Easy there, old
One
man.
out of three is not bad. Jim
Who's the one?
I wouldn't walk across the street for myself.
Hold on. Which one do you like best, Zavada or Masucci?
I said 1 out of 3, Masucci. I'm putting Zavada in with you.
I feared that. Me and Zavada are going to gang up on you, bud. Better look out. Better watch your back.
Well, good luck here, folks. So, because I would get an earlier flight, or if I were you.
Well, I haven't bought the flights yet.
We'll get there early, Todd.
But listen here, that's me leaving at 6 a.m.
Did y'all happen to
We'll
notice?
start at 5.
Yeah.
Did y'all happen to notice if this honey was there? I didn't even go through the honey bar.
Gets a red eye.
I'm not sure.
I'll catch a red eye if you pick me up.
Marshmallow.
They have
Time.
Ubers. I'm telling you, you need to come in earlier.
Well, I'll have to take a look at it, but I don't have a hotel room for Thursday. What I'm saying is, the earliest I could get out of this town is 6 a.m. Well, there's a 5 a.m., but that goes to Denver, and I'm not flying United.
You can meet up
Sorry.
with Brian.
Huh?
Never mind. That ain't gonna work because Brian will be in on Thursday. Never mind. Brian will be flying out of Denver Thursday.
Yeah, I'll look, but and I could always change my reservation at the hotel, but then I gotta sweet talk the boss and say, hey, how about one extra day?
Is it a male or a female boss?
Female. She's nice though.
Okay, well then.
Is that the one you had that you
me
helped her out?
offline. I'll give you some tips.
Is that the one that you helped out there with that $1 million check for the office?
Yeah, something like that. Something
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
I mean, say, hey, remember what I did for you? How about a day off?
Yeah. No, I have days off. I could just take a PSL.
She'd probably tell him he didn't get paid for anything he didn't do.
I resemble that.
Yeah. Joe said that and you can't even see him. Oh, there he is.
Ryan wants to know what time the class is supposed to start on Friday.
10:30.
Oh, I thought the class was starting on Thursday.
No, Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
The classes are Friday and Saturday, I think. So they're a little bit of a late start because we didn't need the entire day, but we wanted to be able to get lunch in because we have a very, very stiff food and beverage per day. We already have to pay it. So we're like, okay, well, let's hold the classes and we can just charge additionally what our food costs are. So basically everything else is no cost to us. Well, me and Jim Masucci and myself are both in St. Louis, so that's easy. And then so I just have to bring in Brian a day earlier and such, which is really the whole point, so we could all teach this together. And so I my other costs are not huge, so we're able to keep it extremely low, and that was the whole point of what we were trying to do.
We plan to get in on Thursday afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be up there sometime later in the afternoon on Thursday, Charlie, because we're gonna be stuffing bags and things like that, prepping a few things in that evening.
Well, we're figuring on. I'm going to be figuring on leaving Wednesday morning, and now from Bills to Louisville, that's 8 hours at least in a car.
Yep.
And then
4
you're
hours
staying 4.5 hours or so.
4. You'll get you there in 4.
Actually, we can probably make it in a day.
Yeah.
Depending on his situation, I can make it in a day.
Sure, you could. 12 hours is an easy drive.
I mean, as far as we were figuring on stopping around Louisville and then running on in the next, I figured 4.5. In time you do breakfast and all that, you got 5 hours, on that second day.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how much
we might be able to hammer it right straight through.
So Bill's not going to be a vendor at this one, is he?
Who?
Bill.
No.
Not this go round.
He's just coming in.
No, we're just coming in to enjoy the festivities.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a lot of fun. A lot of everybody here on the chats are going to be there, which is kind of like a miniature Nobby.
Well, and again, Charlie, we'll if you all are going to be in town, we'll listen. I'll hang out up there and we'll get something to eat and all that good jazz.
Yeah, if guys need some help, we'll help stuff bags or whatever.
Sure, absolutely. You want to? You're interested? Sure, we'll take it.
You missed a lot.
I know.
Well,
so
I'm going to hit the road, but I'll get back to you, Tom, about Friday. I'll see you, or maybe even Thursday night. I don't know.
Hey, I was kind of wondering, can you take a minute and tell me about all those horses in the background?
I could, but I really have to get going.
Well, I know you say that all the time, but you hang out for another 30 minutes. So just tell us about that.
I fear if I don't leave now, I'll be here until 10 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Hey,
it's 10 o'clock now.
It's only 11.
Hey, Todd.
It's only 7. Yes, sir.
Todd, there's the honey spoon guy. If you want to tell him what you told me earlier.
Anna Bees.
Wasn't that you, or was that somebody else?
That was Tom.
Was it Tom?
Yeah. So
it was nice meeting Jeff, though. It was fun meeting Jeff. Those are
So
good.
that's what I was doing, Joey, is I was looking around the house. I have 3 of those spoons, and I cannot for the life of me find them.
Well, this is where you can get them from, right here.
Well,
you start having those withdrawals, you can get them from him.
Well, I'd love to get, more, and that's great, but it's still going to bother me that I can't find the 3. It doesn't matter. I have to find the 3. So JW. So Todd, JW is one of what kind of horses though were in the background? If those are purebreds or what?
I have no idea. My daughter's on the middle one. And those are 2 friends from high school.
I thought you had more than one daughter.
I do, but that's my youngest.
Oh, okay, understood.
Yeah.
Is that Secretariat?
This one right here is a cool horse. His name is Jet.
Jet?
He's pretty cool.
Is he fast?
No, he's just nice.
Do you know which end you kiss when you get on them?
I'd prefer you tell us.
Yeah, the one that counts, I guess. I don't know.
Todd, if you ever really want to really leave, you're just gonna have to pull an in.
No.
Oh, I know. That's why I said I guess they want here for the long haul.
Just bounce out.
We're just trying to see how long he'll hang.
I'm trying to aggravate JW by staying as long as possible on here.
You won't bother me one iota, young man.
And there's Matt.
Oh man,
I'm just tickled.
I gotta go check my yogurt here.
To have you as a good old buddy.
Right there. Right there.
We'll have more fun than we've ever had down there at the UBA.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
bring me a couple stink bugs. I might try me one.
Hey, you know what? Done and done.
All you have to do is open his truck door and they'll fall out.
You guys could start making you could do like the first official stink bug infused honey at EMBA.
This could be
grab them by the antennas and you get a little spoon and scrape out the caviar into the honey and there you go.
Yep. Yep.
You boys are making a big deal of a minor situation.
Well, I thought you said we were making you hungry.
I used to have some supervisors like that, JW.
Well, Joey, if they need the whole facts, I've had to practically eat bugs to survive a time or two in my life. So it don't bother me. It don't bother me. That's protein.
I grew up riding a motorcycle. I know a little bit about eating bugs.
Yeah. I think I see some signs there in your teeth when you smile from that motorcycle ride still.
All right. Well, I really got to get going.
Okay. Good night. Well, you say you're coming Wednesday or Thursday?
One of those days. I don't know yet. But I really got going because I really got to take a big
contact.
I see what he did there.
There you go.
Look at that. He just bounced out.
The worst bug I ever hit, JW, was a yellow jacket right here, and he got hung up right up under my sunglasses.
Well, it's hard to be very sympathetic if somebody rides them crotch rockets.
I don't ride a crotch rocket.
Crotch rockets.
Well, the closest thing I ever had to crotch rocket was an ST 1300, but they all called it an old man's bike.
Yeah.
And it would outrun a yellow jacket.
Yeah. Imagine it ought to.
So is 21st being still in here? Oh, Michael's he still in here?
A minute ago.
Yeah. He is.
I don't know whether he was driving or what.
So Brian with Castle Hives here, Mr. Coper, says he was a better salesman than me, that he sold more of those 21st B frames. But here's the deal. You can't buy so many frames and then call yourself the best salesman. That doesn't work like that. That's cheating, guys. Am I wrong here? Help me out in the comments.
I'm looking at the total dollar amount that I brought to Michael, and
Brian the salesman.
Bingo. Right there. Even the gal that gives me trouble every day said it. You can't be the customer and the salesman.
I was, though.
You can't do that.
I didn't see that in the rule book. See, look at that. See what he just said there. I did drag over a YouTube star. See?
Oh,
Talking
you
about
did do
Wisconsin.
that.
I got
So-
Wisconsin honey right here.
Yeah.
Let's see it again, Joey.
That's an old bottle I've had for a while.
Adamsville Apiary.
Huh.
It's a darker one, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had it a few years. That's all that's left.
Cheating. If I do good this year, I already told Michael I need to get 16 more boxes. And then I'll be set.
Boxes or boxes of frames?
Boxes of frames.
Thanks, Clay.
I just want all of my frames in my deeps. I want them all those frames. That way I don't have to worry about any of them busting. And then the medium that's above my deep, because I do the, still and a half or story and a half, whatever you want to call it. I want those in those frames also, because those will always be out there. And I don't ever want to have to worry about frames busting, because every year I bust a couple frames.
Yeah.
They're propylized like crazy. And then when you're prying them up the first time, it never fails. I rip a couple of the top bars off, and I just don't want to. I don't want to mess with that anymore. I just figure I just want equipment out there that I don't have to fix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could. Those frames would pose as a hammer too if you needed one.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, no Ohio law too. I didn't see that law on. There's if that's two colonies per acre, I know. Oh, and that's not true. Ohio, you must register each colony. That's not true. That's not true. They actually just they tweaked the Ohio laws as far as bees, where there's no fee. There used to be a $5 fee per apiary. And now they did away with that $5 fee. It's a $50 fee if you're like a seller, a breeder.
Mm-hmm.
So the regular everyday hobbyist has no fee. That's not.
Yeah, that would seem silly to me that a hobbyist level would need to pay.
But the 2 colonies per acre, that's not true. I can tell you that's not true. I don't know where that information came from, but that's not true. So
House Bill 96, he says.
Do you think that would be he said a House bill, never mind. I would say a specific municipality could potentially implement that, like a city, a small little township.
Now some do, but like the one that's near me, it's just, I'll just throw out a city name you guys don't know it, Canfield. It's where all the who's-y what's-its live. There's a lot of doctors, a lot of attorneys and things that live out there. They do have a limit within their city limits. You're only allowed 2 colonies. But like where I have mine, they have no limits. It's township. I mean, they don't care. So this
now, Brian,
here,
are you, or where your colonies are at? I think you said is your mother's house. Is that unincorporated?
It's in a township.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, the only thing I'm looking at that House bill now, it says made significant changes to beekeeping laws, preliminary eliminating the $5 annual registration fee, introduced new fee for selling queens. That's $50 now. Beekeepers now have 30 days to register after acquiring. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do as far as this year, whether you just, I don't know, register. Yeah, you must register, but it's free. let's see here. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing in here about number of colonies. If they would try and push something through like that in Ohio, they would get no support because, like, you basically would kill folks like Greg.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
There would be no commercial guys left in Ohio because you would just destroy them. So, but yeah, I'm looking at the thing here. It basically deals with the primary, like, recent law changes. It deals with apiary registration and queen rearing package sales. So, to be honest, I didn't care paying the $5 fee just because Ohio, they try and have an inspector in every county. And I've met several of the inspectors. They are paid for the work that they put in throughout the year. They are paid peanuts.
Mm.
You know, and they try and check as many colonies as what they can. But, you know, like in the whole time, I mean, I've had bees over there 9 years. I've been checked twice. You know, the first time I got checked, it was an older gentleman that has since passed away. I liked him, but he was newer, taking on that role, and he had not gone through like all of the classes yet. So we went through and we just did some mite washes and things like that, and that was that. Now this came out. He did look for some other things, like he looked for small hive beetles and he looked for different diseases and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they just can't possibly, like where I'm at, they can't. I mean, you would have to check colonies every day, you know, if you want to go through and check all the colonies in my county, because there's a lot.
I think we have one in Louisiana, inspector.
Wow.
We have one in Missouri as well.
But they don't have to check all of them. They only come if you request them.
Oh,
that's the way ours work.
So when the older gentleman came out the first time to check, I just made the comment. I said, you know, I had bees there 4 or 5 years at that point, and I said, I'm kind of excited to have you come out. I said, this is the first time that you're going to come out and check my colonies. And he said, well, I'm brand new at doing this. He said the prior inspector basically was just filling out forms, like he was checking things, and he was just collecting whatever money the state was giving him, and he wasn't doing the work.
Oh.
So they got rid of him and then got in, you know, that guy. When he passed away, the guy that is the current inspector in the county, I don't know how he got that job, because he was president of the one club and he was kicked out of the club because he was trying to use the club just to promote like his sales. That was it. Like if other people would try and like sell nukes and things like that, he would blackball them in the club. And he did me wrong. They wanted me to come out and speak, and I kept waiting and kept waiting. I'm like, when are they going to reach out to me? Well, then like their secretary or somebody had messaged me and said, you know, work out, we would have loved to have had you come out. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she said, well, so-and-so said that you turned him down. And I said, he's never contacted me. And she was like, huh? I said, I'm serious. And I had sent a message to him saying, hey, you know, was told that you guys want me to come out. What date would you like? I showed her my conversation where he never even replied. So, and then, in the interim, they had filled that month, but they had like several issues with this guy. And the board got together one day without him even knowing, and they voted him out. And then they just, at the one meeting, they told him, welcome, no more.
That's funny.
So, and then like, a month or so later, I heard he was the county inspector, and I was like, well, this is going to get interesting.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
You take over the county inspector for the county where the bee club kicked you out.
Yeah.
So, oh well, that's politics. Oh well. No inspectors in Michigan. Wow. That's crazy. I see Michael saying Arkansas has 2, and there are now 2 in Tennessee. That is crazy.
There's only 2 in Tennessee?
That's nuts.
I got Illinois divided into sections. I think there's 15, maybe 12 or 15 of them. They're state nepotism jobs. Half of them don't know what one end from a honeybee from the other.
How about y'all do, if y'all wanted to sell nukes, do you have to get them inspected first?
You done Illinois?
Yeah.
I only have to have them inspected if they're going out of state.
Yeah.
Same here.
As far as selling nukes.
Yeah, out of state. That's it.
I don't know what you have to do in Ohio because I've never sold them.
You sell one to your neighbor next door in Illinois, you're supposed to have them inspected, period.
I know, like in Ohio, if you're going to sell queens, there's like a queen certificate that you have to get. But they are so behind on that like, I remember I was talking to Jason Chrisman the one time, and he had his yard, it was inspected like early, and he didn't get his queen certificate until it was like October or something like that. And so every year after that, because I was talking to him about it, and he said, yeah, I don't even do that because they're so behind on everything that by the time they even get to sending you the certificate, the season's already done.
Jason Christmas.
So what's Jason doing? He kind of quit the videos, and is he just back to farming or what?
Yeah, he's got the cows. He still has bees. I mean, I text him every once in a while and just check in, and he still has some colonies. He's got the cattle that's like his main thing is
that's what he makes his living.
Yeah.
He's got his own, and he also keeps for others, don't he?
Yeah, I don't know how many. There's a guy, it's kind of close to his place. I think it's like a mile up the road or something like that. But he's still around.
Yeah, I mean, he used to have a lot of following, and then that kind of, in the last 2 or 3 years, it dropped off.
I don't know why he. I'll have to text him and see what he's doing, like as far as videos. If he just took like a little hiatus, or
him and the Vino Farms guy, he dropped off too.
Well, so I communicate with Jim through email. He got hit hard with COVID. So, and then he just, after that, he's just more focused on, the farm and family. And like that. So I emailed him probably a week or 2 ago, just telling him, hey, happy holidays and things like that. And he still watches videos because he told me, he said, happy to see that, your colonies are surviving and all that stuff. So he's still around, but he just said the amount of energy that he was putting into YouTube, he said he can't afford to put that energy into YouTube right now. And he said he don't want to
I bet because he really did a good job editing his videos and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
He was also he was building
He
a
was,
barn.
you know, he showed where he was using multi-camera system and all that stuff,
Yeah.
which takes a lot of, I mean, that's a lot of time to set up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
I'm using a single camera system, and that's bad enough.
Yep.
And then I've learned, like going to Nobby this year, to do those, since they raised it up to 3 minutes on the shorts. For me, that's, you know, you pull it out of your pocket, you do your short, you're done. And that seems to be working for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim, I don't know. I mean, I I'd love to see him make videos again. I mean, because he did a good job, and I mean, he showed everything. I mean, I started watching him when he first started. He installed the bees, and then when he did his first inspection, he pulled a frame out and all the darn foundation, because he was foundationless. You know, all the wax, it all fell out of the frames because he didn't know how to hold them. So he showed everything. You know, whether he'll come back, I don't know. And like, yeah, and DC saying Gus too. It'd be good to see stuff from Gus, you know. So
I talked to Gus, and he said he lost a lot of bees.
Did he?
He had a pesticide poisoning.
Oh wow.
So he doesn't think he'll be able to sell nukes this year.
that sucks.
Yeah. That'll be a big chunk of income for him, I'm sure. I don't know how many he sells, but
That sucks.
Michael, that disease that everybody come home with from Snobby,
Yeah.
that sickness, that's zebraosis of the bungalosis in it, and I'm telling you, it can be fatal. So you need to really get that checked out.
Gosh.
I checked myself up. I'm fine.
Sound better tonight, Mike.
Well, today was the first day I left the house to a dead truck, a flat tire, and 5 inches of snow.
Oh.
Way to start your week.
Did you have to go plow, Big Mike?
Oh yeah, I've been plowing since like 5. I just got done.
Oh,
I was
okay.
hoping to catch you guys before everything ended.
What time did you start? When did you start to feel bad?
About 6 o'clock on Monday night, driving through Connecticut, I got a sore throat.
Yeah, mine would have been.
I don't think I slept 20 hours in the week I was out there.
Yeah, that's part of it. Is I know I didn't sleep good the week before because I was doing all that honey show stuff, and then while we were there, we didn't go to bed before 1 o'clock any night we were out there, and then getting up early. You know, it was bound to happen. So.
Yep.
How'd you do on the honey show? I haven't talked to you.
We ended up getting 8 ribbons, so we did good. I entered.
That's 2 an hour for entering.
Well, I entered 23 items, which some of the items I entered were categories I've never entered before, and then some of the items I entered I knew didn't have a chance of getting a ribbon. I just wanted the feedback cards that they give you. So I knew I wasn't gonna get a ton of ribbons, but I was happy with the ribbons that I got for the products, for the entries that got the ribbons. So I was happy. Dodd got a ton of ribbons too. Dodd House in here.
Yeah.
And then Anna, I can't say her last name.
Oh, she's out of Missouri.
But she won the Highs for Heroes ribbon with the Honey Show and got Best in Show. She got a lot of ribbons too. So they were at the dinner, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, I'll be right back. I got to go check the temperature or something.
So
I'm
it was
trying to
good.
make homemade yogurt. So I'll be right back.
All right.
What if he's using Hive Alive in his yogurt?
So it seems like Joey's fondant Matt's fondant tasted pretty well, Joey.
It did. I could tell it wasn't just sugar.
Just what I needed to chuckle this morning to stop coughing in bed.
So a good one.
I figured somebody would get a laugh out of that.
A lot of comment. So Travis said, I think you guys got sick at the hibachi restaurant. Melissa did start to feel bad on Saturday evening, but it wasn't like stomach thing at all.
Mm-mm.
It was definitely like a
head cold,
that
congestion.
got picked up. So I'm certain that she picked it up there. I'm certain that I picked it up from her because, again, I didn't start feeling bad until Tuesday. And like I said, she coughed all over that car on the ride home. There wasn't a square inch of that thing that didn't have germ solver.
Well, the only square inches in that car that were available space were the driver's seat and the passenger seat. So there wasn't much room.
Actually, with all that stuff in there, you have more surface for everything together. Right?
See? Yeah, that's right. Got everything.
Anna Buckley Schultz. Yep, Highland. That's right.
Yeah.
She won like 9 ribbons with her Hives for Hero ribbon and then Best in Show. She did that bee anatomy carpet. If anybody's seen any pictures of it, it was cool. It was pretty amazing.
She did a great job.
I know where you can get some, DC.
Is Matt still in here?
I don't know.
Drop a comment, Matthew, if you're still in here.
That's not necessary, boys. He's aware. We've already discussed it.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure about the nightly bourbon, Michael. Michael's comment, 21st B.
The nightly bourbon.
I got sick, but it didn't last too long. But like I say, in past thing, I've been taking that vitamin C for the last. That seems to really cut it back as far as the severity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would have been Tuesday through yesterday. I mean, I got a little bit of stuff there, but I mean, I feel better. I was gone all day today. So
I know I got sort of had a somewhat of a scratchy throat at Nobby, but no head cold or anything like that. And then when I got home, it more or less hit, but it lasted a few days, and then I'm fine now.
Yeah, for me, the worst part is just this congestion.
Yeah, well, what I did was when I started feeling sort of like that, or that's where the C you'll get congested, but not really to where your eyes are watering and all that kind of stuff. And when I see it coming on, that's when I start taking them C pills like 3 times a day until I kind of get over it. And it kind of gives it a little extra boost and seems to work for me. Of course, the medical people have said C does well, but if you wait till you're sick and it's too late. And I started that a year ago, and because of the same.
One part lemon, 1 part honey, 1 part bourbon. Anywhere from a teaspoon all the way up to a half a cup.
Of each?
Of each. The thicker you are, the more you need.
If I drank a half a cup of bourbon, I don't know.
I've always said that, well, I didn't say it. Somebody else actually said it. But a common cold normally lasts 2 weeks. Fella said if he didn't take anything, it would last. If he took something, it would only last 2 weeks. If he didn't take anything, it'd last 14 days.
No. That's about the case, I imagine.
I will say I did bring my humidifier this year for our hotel room, and I do think that helped.
Yeah, I woke up every morning and I was soaking wet from the humidifier.
No, you weren't.
It was like I took a shower in bed.
Yeah.
JW. That was crazy.
Yeah. One night we'll run the humidifier, and the next night we'll run the what's the other one they run to take all the moisture out?
Dehumidifier.
Well, those hotel rooms get so dry, and when you're staying in them multiple nights, it's like,
Well, like Charlie said, he basically built the whole thing around the air conditioner to condenser.
Yeah, well, that was blowing right on me, and that's not good.
Yeah.
You finally get it to turn the thing. But usually that kind of a thing, it cycles on and off, or at least that's what it's supposed to.
So the room we had at the Fairfield, Fairfield, was like when you walk in, there's the bathroom, obviously, and then you walk through that little hall, and then there's the bed and TV, and then off to the side they had like a sitting room with like a
desk and stuff.
a desk and a
Couch.
love seat couch and a coffee table there, and that's where the air conditioner heater unit was too. So it wasn't blowing like right on us, at least, but
You guys all
I had
getting
a
sick?
balcony in my hotel room. First thing I did when I got there after driving all night was I switched clothes and wanted to go check the balcony out when I realized I'm standing out there in my underwear. Something I do at home.
You didn't scare any kids, did you?
I don't know. Gina couldn't believe I did that. I said, same bathing suit I wear downstairs. She says it's underwear. What's the difference?
Yeah. I guess it depends on what you're doing, huh?
That's right.
Well, y'all, we've been on here 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm
Holy
going
cow.
to kind of shut this thing down.
You think so?
Y'all got, yeah. We fix to have the after party.
Right.
Anybody got anything they want to throw out there before I hit the end button?
Show.
Good night,
After
everyone.
show.
Well, good night, everybody.
God
Good
help
night,
us.
everyone.
See y'all later.
See ya.
Night, everybody.
Hey, Tom and Melissa, y'all do it next Thursday, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
we'll do it next Thursday, but whether we do it on our channel or your channel, whichever, we'll have to discuss that.
Well, you can do it on your channel, but you can go through my StreamYard
Okay.
if you.
All right. Sounds good.
Either way.
We'll,
All right.
we'll make a post
Good night,
so everybody
everybody.
knows. Night, everybody.
All right.
Good night.
I'll see y'all.